When last we left our heroes, you all had just finished a battle on the ground floor, just outside of the center tower, where Borngration was. During that battle, you had been slightly distracted by seeing Resmir running past, kind of in a screaming frenzy. You also saw a couple of dragon wings in there scream in terror, accusing the other ones that they were giant frogs, and they killed each other. So now there are bodies in the Great Hall. There is, I believe, 14 bodies that you all... Yeah, that's like the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, I think there were 12 bullywugs and 2 dragon wings that you all dispatched. Now in a hoarding mess on the ground. Yeah. You still don't know where Zimric is. I need everyone to roll perception.
That's true. I am invisible next to them, and I threw out that chainmail.
Nice.
16.
21.
19.
Okay. So a few of you start hearing a loud dun, 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 dun. It continues to get louder, and eventually even you can hear da 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 of drums coming from seemingly overhead. You hear this low rumble thunder of drums.
Guys, let's get into the hallway and away from these bodies. We don't need to be here right now.
Wait, you said... No, Resmir is in the... Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We need to get away from the
I
bodies
agree.
right now because we're the only ones standing here.
We'll go
and
in the
everybody else
tower.
is dead. Into the tower?
Yeah. Or there's gargoyles up there.
We don't want to go into the
I
tower.
need you to roll a perception check.
But they don't know...
No, the reason why those guys ran that way is because somebody was in the
It's like
tower.
the alarm.
And we said, no,
We
we
can
don't
go
know anything about it.
investigate.
13.
How would we know anything about it? We were
You
warned not to go in
think
there.
you see some
We can
kind
say we're
of
investigating what the sound is.
arrow go up. You think you see a light. You're not positive, but you think you see something
Okay.
go up into the sky.
I will look up into the sky.
No, it's just that's you.
gonna say-
It kind of catches your eye. You're like, it looks like an arrow kind of shot up over the
Do
castle
we
wall.
perceive any golden question marks above anybody's heads?
Chief, timeout.
You don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna come uninvisible because we're all in that courtyard together now.
Just this one.
Hi, guys.
Okay.
Hello.
He's like basically standing there, just and appears.
Is that a black dragon statue?
Get out of here, child. Don't even want to put it in your backpack because you're
It's in
yo
his
meta.
bag. You gotta leave it alone. It's in his bag.
Yeah.
It's in mine.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I know.
I
said,
had no
you've
idea
gotta
he
leave
had
it
it.
alone.
Yeah.
It's in his bag.
I know.
Right, but I
know,
can totally
we
see
know.
him going, "Oh, what are you putting in my bag?"
And breaking it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my character.
I need to put something inside of the bag of holding.
What's
Can
the
I
magic
do-
word?
Please? Black dragon.
That's gonna be enough.
Can I do that? It's 6,000 silver pieces.
Okay.
Can I just go ahead and do that? And
Sure.
so
Just like pour.
I'm just gonna like. I also saw something like overhead. Someone should like go back into our room area, like take 2 of you, and then rip up those stairs and survey the land while I'm pouring.
There's stairs above our room?
Yeah, there's 3 stories.
Okay,
That's
so
why I just
you're
looked
right
at
here.
one,
The
two.
No.
tower that we're next
So
to.
How
you're-
are we in? I thought
you're
just had
right
one
here.
base level.
You're right here. This is where everyone is basically standing, is
Right.
right in this area. Okay? And this is the tower that you all went up. This is the ground floor. This is where Asbara Jos was staying. And then as you go up to this second floor, this is where You went upstairs, and this is the sitting room and stuff for Born Gray, and this is his outer room, and this is his bedroom.
Yeah.
And then up here is where the gargoyles were moving around when Pandora was walking up on the third floor.
Right.
Those are all like stacked up on top of each other.
And there was something else. There was a telescope or something up there.
There is a
Yeah.
something that,
Like a machine.
yeah, some kind of an optical-ish looking thing.
I think if you want to look out,
I need some heals if you can.
hey,
We all need heals.
if you're wanting to look out around that device, or at least that area, might be a good place to do it.
I'm not quite yet. Briskbane, can we take your rat and toss him to the second story of this, which would be here, so he can scurry up and look out? Because you can go and control the rat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I think that would be faster than all of us.
Should we move away from this area first so
We
that
are
no one
moving.
suspects us?
I'm moving
Like,
towards our room
for all
right
these
now.
dead bodies.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
now
go
the
in.
lizard folk went past us already. So
Who's checking this? Who's checking the rat?
I mean, I can help you if you need him.
Are you checking the rat?
Hold on, because this
Are you checking the rat?
I'm not strong enough. I'm an old man.
No, trust me, you can throw a rat. Are you going to throw the rat up there so you can see over the wall?
Need it?
Yeah.
Great.
Thing has 3
So
health
you
points.
throw up. So you throw the rat up there. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Can you grab him as he goes into? That's nice.
18.
Okay. So your rat goes, just like it's like you did just the thing, right? It's just like that. It was almost like a zero effort thing. You just kind of
perfectly.
and he just kind of went. And my next step is on the thing, right? So you're now going to be in.
You're familiar.
You're kind of
Right.
in blind mode. You can't walk and move around. So you gotta hold on to
I'm
somebody.
picking
Can
your,
you-
okay.
okay.
Picking your dude
And
up.
let's go into our room.
And then what you immediately see as your rat gets kind of walks on this roof. So you know this edge of the roof is really at the top of the second floor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And so then this is angled, obviously. So he's running over here, and as soon as you get right here, right, you're right here. What you see is coming out of this door right there. Okay, you see 7 lizard folk. Okay, and out of this door right here, you see 12 bullywugs. That's what you see, like that fast. Just as you scamper up there and you see them kind of coming out for this, and you, with your rat hearing, you can all of a sudden you hear these drum beats. Dun, 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 dun. It's very obvious at this point, like, oh, I didn't hear that before. Because one, you're up a little higher, closer to where the drums are. I mean, just in proximity, but it's very loud. Dun, 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 dun. You just hear it. Dun, dun, dun. It's just fast, just going. That's what you
Backstory:
see.
you know that the lizard folks are our friend. Just so you know.
Yes, the lizard folk
But-
are.
They're acquaintances. They're not
we're using them.
Marco
Basically.
Polo.
Why
You know
don't we
what I'm
just,
saying? Yeah.
why don't we
Okay.
just get out of
I
the,
get you.
get out of Dodge? Like, why stay any longer? Do we need to stay longer?
I have
I'm picking
cargo shorts full of pennies. I can't move, so
He's not going anywhere very fast.
Okay, here I won't put it in here, but just go ahead and put it in there, and then
Yes.
that way down.
So I'm going to. Hey, you take him in here. We're all gonna go in there, and I'm just gonna.
Okay, what are you doing? You're seeing this information. That's fine. You're doing.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
transferring coins for the next. I don't
Well,
know.
he's doing that.
Some period of time. What are you doing? You can see this happening.
Okay.
Am I still controlling the rat?
Yep. You can control the rat. You can also just release the rat and come
Right.
back and
Yeah,
have
yeah.
conversations in your, in your character as
Right.
Thylac. But right now you're Thylac's rat.
No. I mean,
I'm
if
gonna
it
come
wrap
out.
up.
Okay.
Until then,
I was gonna
6
give you a
lizard
chance to
folk
be
called
like-
bullywugs.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if you want to.
Okay.
But I don't think you just trust me enough to go.
No, I would.
Immediately you all hear a horn blast and the sound of clanking metals and stuff immediately on the other side of the
Wall there.
the wall. Basically, you all now hear a horn blast, and you hear some clinking stuff going around.
Is it the clanking like the bullywog or the lizard folk were making earlier as they were coming around that corner?
I'm not sure they understand.
So like
Your question.
after we basically dispatched all the bullywogs and dragon claws, the lizard folk like came around, but before they turned the corner, they were making those like clanky sounds. So it sounds like similar to that.
It sounds similar to that.
Okay.
Yep.
And it sounds like it's coming from
Just the other side of the
Right.
wall. It's not from
Okay.
the guys in front of you.
Right.
You hear a horn blast.
There's more. Okay.
You hear a horn blast. He's going to tell you.
Okay. Okay. I'm just verifying where it's at.
So there's another. He's saying that he saw 6 or 7 lizard
Okay.
folk. There's another dozen bullywugs over there. You also have, what was it, 3 or 4?
But we have
Lizard folk
no
on your
idea
side.
yet, just so you know. Cause
Right.
you can't
Right. I'm just
track
trying to
us.
verify.
No, he just came
Yeah,
out.
no, I just came out.
He like
Yeah.
talked rat.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh guys, there was something happening.
Right.
And
And
you're
like I
in all
said,
his arms.
just on the other,
Yeah.
The
I'm
trunk is
I'm
just-
seeing-
just on the other. I'm
Just
saying
big mouth to trunk.
the rest of you who aren't up where the rat was, you can hear this horn blast, and now you're hearing drums, and now you're hearing metal on metal.
Okay. That's definitely the lizard
Yeah.
folk.
Do we start going downstairs? Do we want to go up?
I think we might want to.
shoot some range stuff.
I think this tower will be, but the only thing about it is there's the gargoyles, but there might be
The gargoyles are here.
right. But I'm
No,
saying
the
this-
gargoyles are here.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's
that
the
tower, yeah.
same tower.
Yeah, but I'm saying it might be a good vantage point to see what's going on.
Right.
If we take out the gargoyles, and
Yeah, there were 4 of them, so
I mean, I don't know. What did you see up in the when you were walking around besides the gargoyles?
I don't recall seeing anything other than the optical.
We might check that
thing.
out.
And then
I
I
mean,
got out.
Thylac might know,
Gargoyles started.
or someone might.
because I think what's his face
45 seconds to
Okay,
decide. The next
let's do
thing
it.
happens.
what's his face went downstairs.
Okay. Either way, whatever you guys want to do.
Because all we're doing up here is just helping lizard folk that we don't care about.
Yeah.
Right.
But that might be one other thing that we might want to check out because it is in Resmere or Borngray's area. I don't know.
Yeah, and it was locked, not
Mhm.
boarded.
Yeah. So it might be one of the last things we check before we leave.
Dang it, I shouldn't. Well, I didn't know to not go invisible. I could have gone up there invisible and checked it. Can you go back? Would a rat? DM question.
Mhm.
Would a rat have good enough eyesight to look through that thing? Just as this is completely out of game. If a rat were to look through, like he can peer through the sight of the rat, would it conceivably have enough? Like,
I would say the construction of the eyepieces, as I have it envisioned in my mind, is more binocular vision, like you would be.
they
like,
didn't have 2 back then. It was always a single one. Like their pirates, like extending it out. Just kidding. It's whatever you want it to be.
What I'm visualizing is a lot of contraption, but at the end, at the user interface, imagine you were on top of a building and you like put in your 50 cents. You know, so
Right.
you've got
But
this.
it's heavily
But
guarded
this
for
thing, and it's like it swings, and there's all kinds of counterweights, so you can aim it and it stays. But it's got 2 eyepieces, and that goes into one tube. But there's all kinds of like fine control knobs. It's very steampunk from a standpoint of like what
Yeah.
it does. This is not just like. Ask me, Hardee's. It's
Right.
not. It's totally not that. That
I
is-
think it might
is-
be worth
It is
looking.
not. That is not what this is.
just because
That is not that object.
it was guarded, it was locked. It was locked for a reason. I think we gotta check it out before we leave.
Side note: I'm at 4 health.
Okay, I will do healing,
Choose
and then
anything.
I think we should go up our tower, shoot across.
Sure. Yeah, we do.
Okay, 4 of the lizard men guards come in through the door where you are, so you now have 4 on this side of you. You have 4 that just came in here.
Okay.
Okay, there are, like I said, there are 6 or 7 here. There's at least a dozen bullywugs that he saw.
Okay.
Okay, you don't see what else is happening. The clowns, and there the sword
Clanking.
clanging is absolutely active. They come in and they come around the corner like, you started this. Why are you standing here?
Or
That is their response to you.
Oh, okay.
You started this. Why are we standing? Come on, let's go.
We just
See
killed,
these dead bodies?
We just killed.
That
them.
was us.
Yeah,
We're getting ready to
Let's
go
go.
to the sniper tower.
We're shooting down. from
We
the
are
tower.
casters. We have to be at a distance. If we go melee, I will die. I'm literally like, I have been cut so much. Like, I have 9 health. Like, there is cuts and I'm oozing stuff. And I'm like, I'm in bad shape. Like,
and he goes, "You're not wrong. All right, get up there, and we'll see you in the other room."
okay,
Yeah.
Effectively, there's an expectation now.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going
let's
to.
go
'cause
up.
I'm a
I am
caster.
going to heal as we move. So I'm
Okay.
I'm doing that.
So you all are now traveling into and up around your spiral
tower.
staircase.
Yeah.
You have your hand up. What do you need?
No, I just never mind.
Does
No, you're fine. Ask your question.
Ask.
Oh no. It got answered. Okay.
Does Ollie need
You're
heals?
at 13.
Yeah.
He is at 21. So
Okay, so
I will drop one on
I'll
me.
give you. You've got like 3 minutes to decide on your heals and stuff.
Right,
like
I'm
that.
doing that. You're good. We keep going. This is as we're going up the stairs. I'm like, boo, boo, boo. I'm like strumming a harp.
Healing my wounds, healing my wounds. Look at that blood all dried up now.
He gets 6. Remember that.
Okay.
I'll put it on there.
Thank
There
you.
go.
He's +6.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are any of them like AOE heals or anything? Like
No, I do not have that.
Okay.
No, you're at 36.
Yeah, I'm good.
He's 25. He is now at 27.
Yes.
13, 9. So I'm.
Pandor's at 13. I don't show you
Yes.
13. Did you update that?
Yes.
Okay.
I will.
You have your bonus thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I show you 13.
Now would be the time.
You're at
to use
36.
Yes.
Your feature, your class trait.
You're showing 9.
Me?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
do you,
I'm
What
at
is
9.
your class trait?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot that you were hurting that bad.
I'm hurt for a squirtin'.
That's terrible. It's
What
like
is your class?
You know, I haven't had diarrhea in a while, so-
Protection. Okay.
you've got
Use your
25.
words. You are part of this thing.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I don't know what all you have. Do you want me?
No, you do not. You are not the healer.
Like back.
100%.
If
You are. If I am not around, that's when you heal. If
Yeah.
I am around, you go.
Pew 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 pew. So
And
you're
then-
you're the guns.
Yeah,
So-
and Ollie has heals too. Some.
He does.
So
he has some
as-
amazing heals.
Yeah.
He can get close to you.
I'm just
Yeah.
very close in proximity. Right when it happens, I can say I'm using my shield. Right.
Yeah.
Say that one more
Okay.
time.
Well,
Your shield is always
He's
activated.
talking about
Okay.
the feet.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's only if you're standing next to us. You
Right.
say, "I need to activate this feat," and tell him.
okay.
Like that's
Yeah,
all that
like
matters.
right, but right
Because
after.
you have Sentinel, correct?
Right.
I'm assuming so.
I think that's what it's called.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it's the Sentinel feat.
Mhm.
It's where you get
It's a
to,
reaction.
One
as a
reaction.
reaction.
I have no idea what's going on.
Oh.
I love it.
Some idea.
Just
Is it like the same? thing
See,
that I
you
or
have
just,
like you have all kinds of
no
cool stuff.
reaction? I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Hers is different. Hers is.
The wielding of
warrior.
the shield and a creature you can see that attacks the target within 5 feet. So, say you have
Like I'm
Some-
standing next.
Right,
I
it's
know what it is.
protection.
I'm just trying to figure out when do I say I want to react it. Like as he's throwing something or having something happen, then I say I want to activate.
What you would because because this specific thing imposes disadvantage.
Right.
It would be you would have to be paying attention to if you're standing next to someone,
Right.
and I say this guy is going to take a swing at this person sitting
Right.
next to you. You're like, no, I'm going to use
Okay.
I'm going to use my
So I
reaction.
tell myself I
to
need to be
protect them.
cognizant of using this.
So
Right.
everything needs
Yeah.
to be within the 5
5
feet.
5 feet.
Within
Yeah.
adjacent squares.
So she
Okay.
can't use it for if we're all in the tower.
Well, yeah.
She could, if she's in the tower with you, she could choose one person within 5 feet of her
Right.
to use it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so if the people are shooting an arrow at it, she can still use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what I
perfect. That's what I
figured.
need.
Yeah,
to know.
it's within 5 feet of,
That's what I
of
was
an
saying.
ally.
That's what
Right.
I said. We'll
Okay.
all be in close proximity.
So we're running up
Right.
the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the other thing I just want to remind you, when you look at your features and trait portion of your
Do what?
character,
Sorry, yes.
because I'm trying to help you, and I've been a terrible person, and so is your husband because he's not been helping you either.
You're okay.
But
Okay.
you have the ability. It's called Second Wind.
Yes.
So you can use a bonus action just in the middle of the fight. Remember,
Okay.
you can use a bonus action. You get 1d10 plus 5 health. You can just heal yourself for up to 15, right? Like you can just choose to do that, and it's once per short rest.
What is a short rest again?
Short rest is when you stop doing stuff for an hour.
Okay.
When we take a short rest,
Right. Okay.
like when you were fighting the giant spiders,
Uh-huh.
you took a short rest after fighting the spiders.
Okay.
'Cause that
But
was
that will only happen if we're all in agreement on this. Okay, when we're doing short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
he
an
allows
agreed on,
it.
and I say
Okay.
yes. This is the time.
Damn you, Wally.
Okay. The other thing is, once per short rest, you can use a bonus action you could use your action surge. So once per short rest, you can just go, I want another action. Remember, if you use the attack action as your bonus action, you get 2 more attacks. So if you're waylaying on something, you can just be like, yeah, and I want to do my action surge. And you basically can say, I want to action surge another attack. And you get to attack 2 more times
Okay.
with your wad.
Okay.
So you can kind of go battle frenzy and like, if you think you got it, you can
Okay.
do the death blossom.
Okay.
So that's a
And why does it say / short rest again?
it's per short rest. So you kind of it's a checkbox. You kind of tick it off.
Okay.
If you do it, you tick it off. Then if in the game, if at the top you were to say I need to take a short rest,
Right.
it'll reset those things that have been ticked off as short rest items.
Okay.
So you have about the ability to check them off again.
Okay.
That's what that is.
Okay, so I'm popping heals as we're running up.
Right.
the
So
stairs.
everybody's in the state that I have them now.
16. I think he already added your 16.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I put it in there.
No, he just did, like just now.
And this
Well,
is
Like while you were on the phone.
Because I had 21 on here. And,
Right, and I added 6, and now you're 27.
Oh, it wasn't updated on mine. I just did it. So
That's weird.
yeah, I don't know. I just did
I
it
think.
like literally just now, and it shows 27 either way.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
That was
you're
weird.
supposed to have how many?
I'm at 16. I'm already set. I don't think it's updating on your end.
Oh, I just have to hit refresh.
Ah.
When you make changes, I must hit the refresh button.
You're only at
Weird, too.
13 still?
What, Pandora?
Yeah. I want her to have more.
She can heal herself if she wants to.
You can heal
Can.
yourself if you need to.
Yep. If you want to do your second wind
okay.
in
I
the middle
would-
of your running,
I would like you
you
to.
could do that.
I will tell you to wait.
Okay.
I advise. I'm good healing people. Don't use your spells or anything. Have another 5.
Who does this go to? Okay.
And I will also, as we're running up these stairs, say, let's all stack furthest away from the gargoyles
Yeah.
on that far
Oh, we
corner.
decided to go up
funnel.
this.
We went
Yeah,
across.
yeah.
We went up.
Yeah.
And we
They're
will.
going up. So the lizard folk came around the corner. They said, "Hey, what are you standing there for? You started this. Let's go." And Zenrik said, "We're all ranged. We're going to run up to the sniper tower. We'll help you from up top." And they said, "Sound like a plan." And they ran
Because
off.
I'm holding a halberd.
Yeah.
Range needs their. I was gonna argue that, like, if he's like, "Well, we'll take the melee," I was like, "Whoa, no, because we need protection." Of
Yeah.
that. But we'll be all on that side,
Yeah,
and then
funnel
we'll,
them in.
if they're still swirling, if they're not,
They went back.
they did go
They
back.
did go back. Yeah.
So we can just.
They stopped scratching.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
what you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can just start pew pewing.
And we heard this the scraping on the floor. But they were going back. Yeah.
Okay. So we
It's
can
your,
just.
it's your assumption that
Right,
that's what
right.
that was.
Okay. But let's start on one side and wait for them to come to us, and I will give us the old hooty hoo, and then we can around them. Okay.
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 I
Sound
have
them.
my in whatever is mantle of inspiration. 5 temporary hit points. The creatures get to use immediate reaction to move without provoking opportunities to attack. So we can all be on one side. As soon as they get there, you can just come up and I'm right here.
I wonder if we could funnel them through the door.
And lock them out, or what?
No. Use the door to funnel them through like 1 or 2 at a time.
Should have told someone to go up on the backside.
I think there's only
Old
one way
man, go back down, and we'll distract them while you go cantilever, bloop, bloop, bloop.
up. I didn't know there was a way to go up the backside.
No, like, we're going up our tower.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Draw them over to us. He's in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would imagine it's going to be like Arcana or Investigation.
Yeah, so he could
What he
investigate that while we're...
On which part?
I will show you here.
But that means we got to draw them over to our tower.
So we were here,
Right.
and we're running up here to here to here.
Oh,
We were
so you
in
want me to
this
go up
one.
This one.
And this is where the
Telescope
spyglass
thing.
is. And there's 4 gargoyles. So we can attract the gargoyles over here while you investigate Arcana and pew pew pew, and then go, shoot a firebolt over at us, and then we just run down, you run down, and we'll go back there.
Can you make him invisible? I mean, if you... Yeah.
Spell slots are getting real
No, you're
thin.
good. I was just thinking... Because if we can't draw them over to our tower...
I've got 3 spell slots left.
Oh, you're
I
good.
need to see this.
Yes, sir.
Nope, you're fine.
I'm done with it.
So we can see that tower from our tower.
Oh, easily.
Okay, I just wasn't... Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, him shooting a firebolt across back to us is a signal that we're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll agree to it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to get attacked. Because we'll have to time it just right.
Right. Well, I mean, he can be at that door, and as soon as he hears the of a gargoyle activating,
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your order coming up the stairs?
Hold
How
on,
big is what
did you say?
stairwell?
How tall is the stairwell?
Oh,
The order that we're all coming upstairs.
Because when we
I
go
need
up
to
to
be
that hatch,
towards the back.
We're not going to the hatch, right?
No.
You have to come up if you're going to be
Yeah, that's
where
Right.
they are.
There's no gargoyles in the one we're going to.
Right, this is our tower. We're shooting across at the gargoyles.
Yeah.
okay.
So
From our tower to the other.
you are good to go first.
No. What tower are you talking about?
We're going up into this one, and shooting across at this one.
Oh, there's no arrow slits here.
Ooh.
There's no
There
arrow
is a
slits.
roof.
It's a target abort.
No,
Oh,
there's
wait,
no
then
way
I-
to get from here to there.
So then we would have had to have
I
done
cannot
the
do it.
other one
I
then.
have rope. and
Touche.
stuff.
No, there's a roof and everything. I didn't think there was a roof on the top of this. My plan has worked. Oh, we'll just go up there and start.
we can go up
What
to
I'm
the
saying
gargoyle
is,
tower
see, look,
Okay.
there's no arrow slits that lead from this tower to here on any level, and on this there is no access to the roof from
that spot.
from any towers. That's
Okay.
just. I mean, in theory, there's arrow slits, but there's really no way to get up there.
Does anyone have a
I
grappling
can
hook?
lift. I can
Let
lift
me
people.
check.
Do we have a grappling hook?
Let me check.
Let's just
Okay.
go up the.
The gargoyle tower?
Yeah, I
I
thought
do
you were
have a
going up the
Yeah,
gargoyle
I mean,
tower.
yeah,
Since
that
we've
would've
already said
been-
we're going up a tower.
Yeah, that
we
would have
will
been where we would
retroactively
go.
that one.
Yeah.
Takes
Okay.
go first, and we'll
Okay.
pile into a corner, and then
Or do we want to let them come through the door? Like I was saying, like single file. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they'll fit. I'm down for whatever.
I mean, it would
So
funnel
what's
them
your order in the stairs?
in.
I need to know your order in the
Who's
stairs.
I've got a rod.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
But the
I
door
can-
opens in.
Put it above me
Yeah.
and activate it. And you can stand on it and lean against the wall and still do all your pew-pews up high.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but if I fall off that
Why
thing,
would you fall? Just keep your feet in the same spot.
if they knock me off.
You fall like less than 5 feet. 10 feet maybe, I don't know.
Okay,
Very
so
dexterous.
what's?
I don't know, maybe it's the point.
Who's doing what?
Yeah, I just need to know your order as you come up. That's the biggest.
I'll be first.
It's the single biggest thing.
Okay.
Okay. So you're coming up this direction, just so you know, because there are spiral staircases. So it's like this.
Oh, I'm not
The
in front.
badass with the cape.
I know.
Is it like that?
One.
Yeah.
I just need to know kind of in a straight
Yeah.
line. Okay, so you're number 2.
I want to be
Leave it
3.
there.
Yes.
I want to be 3. I am not.
Look at
I'm
my cape
squishy.
floating in the wind.
He
I am
does this every
squishy.
time.
Yeah, because I'm a
Which
caster.
one?
You are the
I
monk.
have low AC. My AC is lower than Ilax.
You have Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a cleric, so he has like good armor.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I I have no armor.
Yeah, how's that working out for you? Are you at 14?
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's what.
No
15.
health. That's true.
No, I'm at 14 AC.
Oh, he's at 15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, get out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. So, what is your general battle plan for what's your attack plan?
I don't know anything
Not that
about
I'm
these
going
yet.
to, not that I'm going to try and thwart you. I
we've
just
been
need to know
talking
because
about
I know
it
the
all the way.
responses.
Oh,
Because you
okay.
don't know what I'm getting ready to put up here, so I need to know what you
Right.
expect.
I think we're expecting like gargoyles, obviously.
Right?
Because we've already kind of
Right.
discussed that.
You know that part.
And then,
And you know there's 4 of them.
right,
You've seen
and we
them.
know that we've kind of discussed that like they seem to be activated when Pandora went up there. So
What if we put the rod like inside the door to where it's? How big were these things when we saw them? I never saw them. So
well, they seem like they were big enough to like take up the doorway.
So can we put the rod right in the
Block
middle to
them
where it
through the
can't
door.
fit through the door?
The
and we
door
can-
opens in. So
They are
in the door.
reasonably human sized.
it could be possible.
but they're not very. They're stone, so they're not very dexterous. So if we put the rod in the
In the
doorway,
doorway.
their whole body might not be able
To
to.
get through. Yeah,
Drown.
that's true.
We'll put the rod collapsing and the immovable rod together.
I think the immovable rod. would probably- Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
What are
What's
you,
the
you're
question
just going to
when we-
open the you're going to open the door
just
to the
open it
outside.
Let's open the door and see if they're
and
even
then-
activated.
And then what's this rod going to be?
Can I just-
You just can the rod just kind of be in the air?
yeah,
Yeah, it can be
you
anywhere
click
once
it and it activates.
And it just that's where it is.
And
Yeah,
there's
like you
a-
could be falling and just click, and you're no longer falling.
Yep.
Except you rip your off.
I mean,
Yeah, hopefully you do it like.
You like catch yourself just at the right before you really start to fall, and then you're just like click,
Yeah.
click, click,
Click,
click,
click, click, click, click, click, click, click.
Okay.
That is a
Slow fall.
legit thing. Like,
So what you're doing is that's what I'm trying to say. The door opens out this direction,
collapsible
Kind of
rod to
toward-
open the door.
kind of toward where the parapets would be. It doesn't open this way to give you a door and then a parapet to the other side. It doesn't create a hallway. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just want everybody to understand
Yeah.
when you open this door,
It's
it kind
like-
of opens against the wall, and now it kind of pseudo blends into the wall, and you're a hole coming up out of
As
circular
far- it's a
spiral.
trap door.
as,
Just making sure we're
Yeah,
all
we're
as
understanding.
far
Yeah.
as noise or like what's going on around us,
Mm-hmm.
I know we have the bullywugs and the lizard folk outside. They're probably making plenty of racket.
They're making all
Our
kinds
other
of
stuff
like
made lots of racket.
Yep.
Is that
As we're
vibrating?
as we're going up here, we've already perceived once
No
before
fireballs.
that there were vibrations. Remember?
Yeah,
Do we
that's what-
notice anything like that as we're running up?
You don't know. At this point, it's not a perceptible thing. You're
Okay.
not hearing the thrum anymore. Really, you're hearing metal on metal and the drums. You're
Okay.
hearing drums. That is your.
As we're coming up to, just based on
Mm-hmm.
where we're at, could we reasonably have discussed this versus yelling, or is this more like we were talking battle plan out loud, like?
we're talking in the
We're-
tower
yeah.
as we're going, and I'm
right,
yelling.
but
Yeah,
I'm
you're talking.
saying,
Right.
is it so loud that we're having to?
I don't think we'd have to be yelling since we're
No.
indoors.
Yeah, you're
like we're
inside.
inside
Yeah.
a foot of
Because
stone.
my thought process
you're
is as
inside
I'm
stone.
coming up to that door, I'd like to peek it, basically open it quietly just to see if
Oh, for sure.
anything's there.
Okay.
Not just a slam open. We're here. I don't want to do that.
Ah!
Yeah.
Have we already
Okay.
got the rod there?
So you peek it.
No, I've got the rod.
Roll
I haven't
perception.
with it.
Actually, roll perception, then roll investigation. Use
13
the better of whatever those two are.
or
Whatever the better of those two is. It's because you're trying to look, and so
Right.
do you pick it up, or do you actually figure it out? So I'm just.
What was the book that taught the language? What language was it?
Draconic.
so I got a 13 and an 11. So
Okay.
perception 13.
That's fine. I was just saying, use the
Oh,
higher
it's
of
better,
those
so,
two,
yeah,
right?
13.
Like because those are the two things you're really trying to do at the same time. It's hard to say. Do you perceive something? Do you investigate it? It's from a distance, right? So it's like, I'll give you advantage on it from a standpoint of you're trying to be sneaky. It makes sense.
Right.
So, basically, you peek it. It looks like to you. It looks like there's basically a flat floor. You can see toward the middle. There's a couple of steps going up. I mean, you're just kind of doing this. You can see there's steps there, and but it basically looks like a flat floor, and you didn't notice anything moving.
Okay. Okay.
best.
I'd like to
Yeah.
now just. I'd like to just slowly keep opening it just a little bit further,
Okay.
just to make sure.
So as you
Yeah.
you
Can I
wanna
periscope my
Yeah.
trunk? Is this
with
possible?
snorkel, you smell the air.
Yeah.
Do I notice anything on that?
As you open it up and kind of slowly stick your head out, you see as you kind of are opening this up and kind of trying to take a look, you see that there are what appear to be four statues. What appear to be four statues kind of looking out.
Okay.
That is what you perceive.
And
It
so
looks
right
like
now
it looks
what I
like
want to do
big
is
stone statues with, the one that's, because they're kind of all facing pseudo away from you, they kind of just look like they have kind of tusks and horns and kind of have their mouths open and their tongue sticking out, kind of making an ugly, and they've got some wings. I mean, looks like all dressed stone. That's what it looks like.
I'd like to motion to them like we've got four around us,
Mhm.
so you guys just to confirm
Yeah.
what they
Yeah.
saw previously.
Mhm.
But I will go ahead and
Oh, and this
fully
is
open this now.
north, by the way.
If they're not, if nothing's
Do-
moved,
And this, like I
Do you
said,
wanna
to
make
the
it
north,
front
this over here is where the fight is.
Okay.
So there's wall this direction, and wall generally that direction,
Okay.
from the second floor.
Do you
I mean,
want-
that's what the map, you know what I mean? If you were to look at this, oh no, sorry, that is north, right? Yeah, that is north. Then I have this messed up. This is, comes up the other way. Sorry. The action is over here. Walls are there and there. That's where it is. Sorry, I had the directions wrong.
you're good.
Anyway,
Do we want?
So I'm gonna mention that there's four
Mhm.
to them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask whoever's behind Pandora. You've already seen them. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. What activated these last time? Do you know? Did you? I don't even know if you had an idea of that.
roll history. Or don't.
I'm not gonna keep that roll, by the way.
You can't.
I'm
should
I'm
have.
sure gonna keep that previous roll.
Keep the previous roll. Just do the
Gonna
previous
keep the
roll.
previous roll.
Yeah, just do it.
You said for
History.
history?
That's
You
better.
should.
That's her better
No.
roll. Is a
Oh,
4.
honey, if you knew.
I don't know why you wouldn't know.
She had a
That's the
4
thing.
and a 2.
So I got a 3.
Okay, you weren't sure. She's not sure. She's like, I don't know. I was up there and they were moving and it scared her.
I believe maybe just the movement media, but I'm not quite sure.
Hey, Brisk Brain, you should go to Greyborn's office and investigate to see if there's any magic word he uses to deactivate these things.
That's a good idea.
That's a really good idea. Because it's right below us.
Yeah.
Okay. Rundown. Just go check his
I'm gonna
desk.
wait before I pursue into the room, but at this point I feel like I would have had
Look-
moved the door all the way up. I'm no longer holding that door.
Look underneath his laptop.
What are
See
you
if he
doing?
has
I've already
passwords.
opened it, just
Right.
left
See if
it.
he
Like
has
I'm
a
just
sticky
no
note.
longer holding the door.
But you're not, you haven't put the little thing, the magic rod stick.
No, I haven't. I'm not
just-
doing anything with that yet.
That's fine. Okay. But you're not all the way up there, right?
No, I'm still just in this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down and
Thacker.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, go scope everything out.
Okay. We'll come back to that. Oh, we're gonna come back to that.
Okay, cool.
There's other timing.
He wants
So
a
it's
5.
fine.
Yeah.
Or else. I'm just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
No, I'm waiting to see what you do. So fine, you're gonna leave. We're gonna pause your story. I get that
Right.
you're no longer there. Like I get that. Like you're gonna oh, I'm gonna deuce out. So away you deuce out. Like, you have deuced. Oh, sorry, wrong deucing.
I don't know. That seems like something he do.
He was like,
That does seem like something
like-
he do.
Yeah.
so Robin ran away,
He's like, we're like,
tucked
guys,
his tail and fled.
Skylark, you want to go do that? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then you see him run off.
You're like, good idea. That sounds safer. I'll go with
Yeah.
that. I gotta protect this royal blood.
Yeah.
Okay, no, unless you guys want to wait on Thylac, we can move in.
Down
What do you guys
to
want to do?
Because obviously these things get set off. So
Yeah.
whatever you guys want to do.
But if we don't start something soon, it will be bad. So
yeah. Okay.
at least
We're down one person.
take a walk up to where you can come back in. Don't
Okay.
touch anything.
I won't. I'm gonna come to the. Is it the stairs going this way where I'm
Yeah.
at? And so this door is this way, or this door is this
It's
way?
this way up against
Okay.
the wall.
So technically, this is open.
That is
and
correct.
this-
Are we-
Okay.
You
Robbing
could
it?
pull yourself up onto it this way. You know,
I'd rather just go up. Do I notice any trap in front of me, like
roll investigation.
any wiring or any
If it's
footsteps?
safe,
Mhm.
go up there.
Mhm.
Maybe fire some fire bolts from there
Oh yeah.
downward.
Yeah.
Oh, but we don't.
I got a 17.
There is nothing here that looks anything like a trap.
But we need to look like we're doing something.
Okay.
It just
down
looks
Yeah.
like
So
like
maybe
what
a
you would expect.
fireball
Where a wooden
at some
floor,
point.
you know, where this
Waste
thing
a spell slot.
you just met the wooden floor. There's a floor
You
there,
can't
and there's
waste
stairs that kind of lead right up to it.
I could definitely hurl a fireball, or I mean,
A bolt down there.
Yeah.
Because we need to
Are there
actively.
any windows, like ports in this tower that overlook the courtyard where the lizard folk are?
We should have. Aren't there some?
So I'd like to
There-
step.
They're non-drawn.
Uh-huh.
There is a window that I remember telling Thylac about
Okay.
in Borngrate's room
Oh.
that allows.
Oh
him
no,
to see
we're
out.
talking about like the very top. There's just the
Yeah, but
normal.
Yeah, there's
Like we can. There's 2 feet around
what do they call that? Castellation or whatever it is.
where we can see over.
Oh yeah, you absolutely.
that's what I'm talking. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you absolutely. You have a, kind of a knee wall and then an eye wall.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the
Okay.
castellations are on the top, so you can just, like you would expect to come around the corner, drop an arrow,
Right,
and come
that's
back.
right,
Yeah,
right.
that's exactly how I would
Okay.
have done it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're completely correct.
So I've
Okay.
moved up to this
Yeah, I
first
understand.
spot right here.
Okay.
Does anything happen that I notice in the room with these things?
Roll perception. Not that you notice.
So nothing's moved. Nothing as far as like that.
As
goes.
far as you're concerned, nothing has moved.
Jeez, Jordan.
I'm gonna whisper back to
Oh, I do.
Pandora and
I've been
say,
having coffee all day.
did they
Catching
seem?
up with me.
Talk to her if you're talking to her.
I'm
Don't tell
thinking.
me.
I'm thinking in my. How much interaction did you have with these?
Very, very minimal, other than seeing them move,
Their
deciding
movement.
to
They
try
attacked us.
On their movement.
Mhm.
When they moved, did they seem intelligible, or were they more beast or savage? Like, in other words, did they go like make a decision, or were they just kind of like direct, like, oh, I'm doing
I
this?
feel like they were more direct, but they weren't very agile.
They came at me and they ripped the door open from my hands.
Could we-
and pulled me up?
Could we grappling hook off the edge of this and just activate it, and then someone repel and
Ooh, that might be.
draw them away?
I don't think
Like,
is anybody that dexterous. I mean, that might be kind of.
I could definitely do that.
Yeah, but if you
I'm
draw them.
stealthy.
Yeah, but if you draw them away, then they're all going to be on that one person.
leading them into the fight.
So
You
From
could
right
draw
here.
them away and they go invisible.
to here, you can pull up this direction.
I don't know.
But then they come back.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true.
How
I
how
bet
big
you
is
can.
that gap or that distance for us?
Well, let's call it, let's say they're circular staircase, so it's pretty steep, right? So you could, if you're moving from this location to, let's say, this location, right, to pull up over this edge, that is standing there and
Grabbing that way,
pulling up,
right.
right? Because it's steep.
It's
They're like they're
closer,
So this would be
circular
more
staircase.
knee to waist.
Yeah,
roughly?
I mean,
Okay.
it's, I'm not going to make you like, difficult terrain, but the other way definitely would be.
Do I notice this floor here sloping towards us at all? Like we're towards the stairs? Or is it flat?
It's flat. Appears to be a flat wooden floor everywhere.
I'm gonna get out a bag of ball bearings,
Okay.
And it's if
That's
I'm
cool.
reading this correctly, it's a square area that is 10 feet.
10 feet on the side?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to put it right in front of the door.
Because if we can get up and out,
Yeah, but they might be able to too.
can they? They can.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
They can fly. That does not help.
Yeah, they have
You didn't tell me
wings.
they flew.
They have
That's
wings.
their gargoyles.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they fly.
Well, they're flying gargoyles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly pick these up and put them back into my pouch one by one.
Okay, we'll assume that she told you that before you went.
Because that's dumb. I would not have done that had I known that.
Sorry, they're flying gargoyles.
But it's
I am not doing that. That's the dumbest thing ever.
A for effort.
Yeah, like, it was a cool plan. Dave was right there with you, like, yeah, let's get some ball bearings right in front of that door.
Maybe they forgot that they could fly.
You mentioned going down the side of the.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I have nothing. I'm just gonna move in the room and say, get up here and do something because I'm here.
Great. Everybody
You
roll
did
initiative.
good? What?
Roll initiative.
Can't do anything. I'm not upset.
Okay.
No.
I just have nothing I can do on that.
Why aren't you doing it? Run, counter.
What if we met her out the door?
There we go. All right. Zadova.
13.
13. Ollie.
16.
16. Awesome. Pandora.
Oh. This is for dexterity.
Initiative.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you know you have a tower to your right, right? She doesn't
I know,
want
it's
to move
not-
like this one.
We're not doing that.
Why don't you guys sit next to each other?
We are.
Across.
In the worst way.
I know.
I'm so like right next to, except I'm across.
16.
16. Awesome. Dilac.
Am I part of this since I
You
ran
were-
away?
I just need you to roll initiative for me because if at some point if you were to come back into the fight, I need to know where you're going to be.
12.
Not that I'm going to actually be saying it's your turn. All right,
Right.
Zenrik.
Got you.
19.
19, like a bows. All right.
There's one thing I know how to do. Dexterity.
I didn't know that
I
these.
wish I had more dexterity. Yeah, I was
This is
wondering
like
if you
you're
already
already
wanted
dead.
to.
That's 3. There we go.
I thought you were doing it by colors tonight. I was like, oh, that's.
No. No, I have 10 numbers because it says Gargoyle 1, Gargoyle 2, Gargoyle. I have to have them in proper order. All right. Number 4. You see him, as you step up there, you see him go, and he starts moving. And your appearance, the appearance of stone, kind of melts away as he pulls away. He still is gray, right? But it's not rock chiseled anymore. You can see that there is a smoothness, right? It's not, it doesn't look like just chipped rock. And he basically takes a couple of steps or whatever you want to call it toward you, and he is going to swing at you with his claws, and then he's going to bite you. And
20.
his swing is a 23,
It hits.
and so that does 4 points of slashing damage. And then he attempts to bite you, and that does a 22,
Mm-hmm.
and that does 8 points of piercing damage.
I don't have the health for this, guys.
And then he flies up and is up above you about 15 feet.
You can attack him on his way away.
I mean, I can.
Yep, if you want to. You can do that halberd of opportunity.
That was the worst thing.
No. I thought, like, I meant to move it so you can put it.
Oh.
That is so pretty.
I know, I love it.
It's so pretty.
It is really pretty.
It's just, I need to get it. I need to get a silencer for it.
Put some of this leather.
But I want to see the bottom of it.
Oh,
I guess
I know.
I need to get it clear.
A12 does not hit.
Huh?
A12 does not hit. We're reaching for the bottom. We just want to know the base base.
Just the floor.
Nope. 12 does not
Okay,
hit.
guys, floor's bigger than 12.
Yep. Floor's over 12. Not a whole lot more bigger than 12. Not particularly hard to hit.
I'm still surprised that he's flying because I wasn't told. So when I swung low. as
Right.
he was
He's
moving
like
up.
jumping. You're like,
Like,
whoa.
crap.
What
That's
on
when I-
earth? What is going on? You lied to me. Yep.
Were you with him? No.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Zenrik, it's your turn.
I'm gonna yell.
You hear him. You hear Ollie scream.
Yeah.
You lied to me. That's what you hear.
I'm
You
gonna.
guys hear from a, not the wincing from the pain. Is
You lied to me.
I'm
what you hear.
going to yell to Thylak, how's it coming? Things taking a turn.
All right. I need you to roll investigation.
I could. I know spells if I do.
That's a 9.
Don't use this
What do
garbage.
you think it lands? It's 1 point per thing.
I hope it was a 7.
That's a 25.
No.
25.
How about that?
Or, whoa, no. Sorry, 22. My bad.
Oh, you.
22.
That's gonna be your go-to.
No, you're thinking of blaming him.
All right. So you expertly
He found
You
the
have-
post-it note.
you have
right
you
there.
have expertly combed through papers, and somehow you sifted through the chicken scratch that is Born Gray's stuff,
That's my action.
and you seem to have come across an odd, some odd information that tells you that for safety's sake, right? For safety's sake, say Blutharg. That's what it says.
Blutharg.
That's what it says. For safety's sake.
I'm gonna say Blutharg.
Are you yelling that to me?
Yeah.
He screamed to you downstairs.
You
yes, yell Blutharg.
You did not hear him because there's too much coaching.
That's fair.
For his third time to play D&D?
Trust me.
Okay.
That's fair.
Trust me.
You do.
You said, how's it coming? That is what you found.
Okay.
Now
I'm
what are
gonna
you doing?
Run up.
Thank you. You hear what?
Nothing. I
What
didn't-
is weird?
Nothing. Continue on.
Okay. You hear him pad up behind you. Kind of. That's all of your movement. So you may tell him what it is you found.
Yell Blutharg.
I will take my movement up here.
Oh.
That's why I gave you odd look.
Okay,
because,
hold on. Yeah, it's not his turn.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
All right, never mind. It's not his turn. No,
Yeah.
you haven't done that yet. Sorry, you're right.
so I was like, you're letting
You
me
just
do-
hear.
Okay.
You heard him call for you. You now know that there's something you can do,
Gotcha.
but you don't hear a response necessarily.
Okay.
I apologize.
You're
right.
fine.
We're out of order.
You're perfectly fine. Okay, so I yelled to
all
you.
Yeah, that's your world interaction.
That is my
Whatever.
world interaction.
I'm being an idiot tonight.
You're fine. You are perfectly fine. I'm going to move up the stairs,
The 20 is nice.
ask Ollie how he's doing.
And I'm just gonna still look at them. You lied.
Okay.
They lied to me.
It's okay.
No, it's not your
As you
turn.
come
you
up,
can't tell me.
as you come up the stairs, pushing by your friends, you notice that he's bleeding, and you see a gargoyle kind of hovering about 15 feet off the ground with his wings pulsing.
Is the vibration thing happen?
You do not perceive a vibration
Okay.
because of all the hella noise that you
Okay.
can hear on the other side of that wall
Okay.
and the drums.
I'm going to touch you and give you instantly 5 points for long rest as an action. That'll be my action. And for my bonus,
Where is it?
Son of a gun.
Hey, D, where's the chat box to bring out here?
There is no.
He doesn't
We're
have
not-
a.
I don't
thing
have
open.
all that. I don't have all that stuff rolling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have one open. No one's chatted.
Oh.
Just so you know. I will also spend. Yeah, I would do that in this situation. You will gain 5 temp hit points.
Additional? You gave me the 5 already, right?
Yeah, I gave you the 5 already. You'll gain an additional 5 temp. Pandora, you will gain an additional 5 temp. And if you wish, you can use your reaction to move your speed.
Say that again.
If you'd like to, you can use your reaction for this round. You won't have another reaction this round, but if you wanted to, you could
Okay.
use your reaction right now and move your full movement speed. Even though it's technically out of turn, you can do
Right.
it right now.
Yes.
Doing his.
To
You
if
could
want-
just use your 30 feet to move
Right.
wherever on Earth in this location on the battlefield that you would like to move.
Your hit point you can do under the temp side.
Yeah, there's
not
a
the regular. There's
5
two different-
temp to the side.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yes.
And then just add 5 to that. And it automatically adjusts it for
And
you.
that would be instead of my movement.
No,
No,
you
you
get
it's
that
both and.
in
Oh.
addition if you want to.
I'm going
as
to take.
well.
You
Okay.
get the 5 temporary hit points regardless of anything you do.
Okay.
If you want to, you can spend your reaction right now
Okay.
and go ahead and move your entire movement.
Okay.
It's part of the bonus of what he's doing.
So would it would benefit me, I guess, to go ahead and do that?
If you want to position yourself, rather than being down on the stairs,
Right.
if you would like to enter the battlefield and position yourself,
Okay.
then it gives you the ability to do that now before your turn gets here,
Okay.
right?
And I'll
that
still
you're,
have my turn.
you will still then have your
Okay.
turn, but you won't have your reaction in that turn,
Okay.
right? Because you're going to be using it right now
Oh,
for this round.
Yeah.
okay.
But you'll still have your action. You'll still have another 30 feet of movement
Right.
if you
Okay.
wanted to use that.
Yes, just positioning yourself
Right.
is the way to go. So.
Wouldn't oh goodness, hold on. That wouldn't be good. Wouldn't it benefit me to go ahead and move now?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
It is up to you from a tactical perspective if
That's
you'd
what I'm
rather be
thinking.
behind or be out there.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Help everybody too.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Do you want to move somewhere else? I just grabbed you and
No,
put you
that
Do you want to be
out there.
do you want to be closer to the middle where the stuff is, or are you wanting to be physically closer?
is there a way
On
to make
this
that
side.
bigger? Or like to
Oh, yeah. Hold
because
on.
I have an awkward angle.
Yep,
Like-
hold on. Because of the way that we got this other stuff going,
Excuse me.
I can grab
Okay,
this,
that's much better.
and we
Thank
can
you.
do.
Oh,
that.
fantastic.
Wow, that's nice.
Okay. So
It's real nice.
real nice.
You're basically right here.
Yeah. Okay, so
Gargoyle.
So there's a floating gargoyle
I
right
don't-
here, and this is the exit right here. So you can come
so
up
if
and
I'm
around this
standing in
way,
between
or you can come up.
right, if I'm standing
basically like
between those
this.
two, I'm still within 5 feet, correct? Of those of the
If
two.
you stand right here, you're
Right.
within 5 feet of both
Okay,
of
I
them.
would like
I'm
to
going
do that,
back downstairs.
please. Thank you.
Done.
Thank you.
You're not even upstairs.
No, I'm going back downstairs.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that. I'm
No,
going
I'm-
downstairs.
yeah.
You're still downstairs.
Yeah.
I'm going farther downstairs.
No, I will take my rest of my movement because I don't believe it was 30 feet to move up there.
No.
So I will
It's
use.
1 per step.
Oh, okay. 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. I've moved a total of 10 feet.
I would have said it'd be 10 or 15 to get up there.
Yeah, 50. And yeah, that's fine. And then I will run.
Are
Back
you are you
down.
gonna be in front of him or behind him?
I will move behind him. Great. With my
And I'll move.
And I will
Alright.
say,
You shall not pass.
get a spell slot and do some business. That will be my turn.
Okay. Gargoyle number 1 picks up and flies and then lands right next to you, Pandora.
Okay.
And he is going to bite and slash at you. That did not hit. That definitely did not hit.
Fantastic.
All right, so nothing happened to you, and it's your turn.
Okay.
He is standing on the ground next to you,
Okay.
right here.
I will.
So you're here.
I'm gonna get some ball bearings.
If only we had ball bearings.
I'm just saying, that's where they would have been.
I will swing that.
That's really where they would have been.
Right, but knowing they would fly, would you put them out there really?
No.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You wouldn't have.
No,
what if they
wouldn't have.
walked? Like, I saw two
walked,
in my
yeah.
inventory, and I was like, and I was like, well, they were gargoyles. And eventually
That
fly.
doesn't mean gargoyles fly, though. Not all of them do.
I've never heard.
In
of
this,
a
apparently, they do.
I've
gargoyle.
every gargoyle in my life.
You've
in
never
the
seen
me-
a gargoyle
in the
statue without
metaverse.
wings?
No,
No.
Literally never.
Well, it
because then
happens.
it's not a gargoyle.
Yeah, true.
Thank you.
Sometimes sometimes gargoyles look like lions because
True, but they're
because
not
they're not
gargoyles.
well, they're called gargoyles because
Oh boy,
a gargoyle
is
is
general.
whatever
Right.
is performing a function of a gargoyle,
Right.
but it's actually a lion's
Yeah.
mouth.
So
Right.
basically, they're like stone scarecrows. So you know,
They're stone crows. I'm cool like that, yo. I can make up words. The best of them.
stone
Intimidating creatures.
crow Steve Austin,
Stone
In the
stone
house.
crow magnons.
Listen,
ready to throw down.
All right,
just don't
what are you gonna
let
do?
near them.
I
Just
will
don't let music near him.
take my sword and turn around and swing at this.
You're gonna shoot at the one that's to your right.
Yes,
Great.
behind me ish.
All right.
And hope
Roll them
this
big numbers.
Does oh
That's a nat.
Is it?
yeah, sure is.
Roll your percentile dice.
Okay.
He
How
wanted
does
a high
mine?
five from you, just so you know.
I know.
Yeah.
We're doing
He
this.
goes. He went.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Totally like left him hanging. He's like, I suck. What's going on?
Yeah, good job.
Roll me the
Sorry.
numbers.
Okay, so
Roll
I
me low
do
numbers.
the
Oh no, you were scratching your
Okay,
head.
bye.
Percentage.
I was
Percentage.
scratching
The
my
two
head.
D10s.
I was so lost. It's
Roll low numbers. Little numbers.
like, what?
see 10.
That's
A zero?
That's
Oh,
0
zero.
points.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the
Okay.
other one? Roll.
then-
Roll. No.
This one
Nope.
again.
No. The one that says 10, 20, 30.
The other one. Nope. Yep.
This one. Oh,
Yep. That one.
20.
So it's a 200%.
No, it's
No,
a 20.
it's a 20. All right. I need
Naturally.
you.
It's a 20.
It's a 20. I need you. Hold on.
You cast stone shape.
Yeah.
I need you.
Meld into the gargoyle.
Oh, it's a saving throw.
Stone meld.
All right. And he fails. And what level are you? You're level 5?
20.
I need you to roll your. This is what I need you to roll.
Yes.
Roll your normal damage. So start with that.
Okay, so roll this. No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, roll the
D.
d20.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a while. I'm still learning.
It's a
okay,
it's a D8, right?
Yes.
Yeah, roll your D8.
Okay, so so it's 9.
Okay, so 9. Now roll 2d6 and add to it. Roll your d6 twice. Mhm.
6 is
15.
10.
And then 9 plus, you said 6.
10 plus her original.
You had 10.
Oh, so that's 9.
Yeah.
So it's 19.
19 so far.
19.
Yeah.
19. Okay, so this is what happened.
Okay.
Okay? You first swing your sword, you carve across this gargoyle, and then you kind of, achoo, and you sneeze this giant fireball right at him.
Yes!
Okay?
Okay.
It's a huge fireball hits
Okay.
him, and he takes 19 damage.
Did I feel the heat
I was-
off
I
that?
was hoping
Like,
it
was
was
it
that.
very just I
It was off to the side, and you kind of had there was kind of a heat blast back on you, you know, and it's
Just
stuff,
right up your skirt.
it's stuff you've seen her do before. This is not shocking to you all. You've seen her do this
I was
before
hoping it would be.
when she lands big big blows. All right, now roll your second sword attack.
Scared to see what happens in the bedroom.
Scorchingly good.
17.
17.
Yes.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
So now you can do the.
15,
Did she still
17.
double her
12,
damage on
12
the
to
crit?
17.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
need to roll your d8 again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just roll that and then tell me what that is.
3.
3. Okay, so there's 3 more on that. Okay, now roll your damage for this round. Your d8 and then plus your bonus.
Okay.
Good catch.
11.
11.
Yes.
Wow.
No.
Okay, so he went from looking real tough to a lot less sad. He's not sad faced quite yet. You know, he's not really sad. He
Right.
went from smiley face to,
Is irritated.
well, he's not doing so hot,
Yeah.
but he's not really in the sad face yet. All right. Wow, that was impressive. Ollie, it's your turn.
he climbs back
I
down.
didn't get to
Did
go.
he go?
It's not your turn yet.
Sucker.
I don't know.
I show you you're 13 and he's 16.
But he already went for the round, though.
No,
No, he didn't.
Oh,
He
is that
started
an
the
issue?
shindig.
Oh, okay.
he started all
I got
this.
That's where I was confused too.
I got. That's why I was
The bag
like.
of balls.
He walked up. He walked up before combat
Derek,
started.
Bag of balls.
The
He
bag
felt
balls.
he felt
Yeah.
his ball sack.
Yeah. Quiver.
This would be good to empty on the floor right now.
He's like, I'd love to empty my ball sack on the floor, but that would be inappropriate.
And I pick him back up.
So he scooped,
Stick 'em.
he scooped his
Ball
ball sack
bearings.
back.
There's a bag of ball bearings on a ball sack.
It was a sack of balls.
He
Bearings.
dropped his balls all over the floor.
I've been
Ball bearings, like, tiny little
Dropped his
over
balls
to
all
y'all's
over.
house.
Hi,
Why, what
Twitch.
I'm over,
Hey, Twitch.
We end up.
I'm
It's
around
for
you guys
adults.
too much.
I don't understand.
I know you don't.
You're acting like this is a bad thing.
I know.
Okay.
Thanks for coming tonight.
So how high is this guy from me?
He's 15 feet. He is just out of reach.
But you can reach over Loran with your
How tall is Lorraine?
Yeah,
She's short.
Pretty short.
She's pretty short. You actually can't move over her, but you can actually move into. You can move because of this space. You can move into this space or this space.
gonna
Either
move.
one of those.
Lock the door and go down and say, "See you later, sucker."
I'm gonna move to that space.
Okay, that's fine.
Can we switch?
Actually, hold on.
Oh, that. Hey. Oh yeah, that shows up a lot better.
Oh.
You're being smart.
And
There you go, Twitch. Here for you.
do you get paid for the engineering you're doing?
You know, I am here for their pleasure.
Nice.
I think I take that back.
I'm here for everyone's pleasure, so you know. Chick-fil-A,
No wonder I'm
something.
disappointed.
Yeah.
I think I'm taking that back a lot. I think I'm going to
So
touch
you're
myself.
rethinking your life?
Yeah, I'm touching myself. For 20
You
heals.
just did that. You said that you were holding your ball sack.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
gonna-
before you got up
So
there.
he went from holding his ball sack to holding his ball sack,
That's
and now he's
exactly-
getting healed.
I'm officially.
Is that what you call it?
I'm officially
I am
touching myself.
healing myself.
Yes.
I swear. I'm healing.
And now
Healing
ball
mom.
bearings are let loose on the floor.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's ball bearings all over.
So I officially heal myself
so
on that,
separate.
and that's my action.
Okay.
Basically grease.
As nope, I've got nothing else I want to do. I want to move.
You can still attack them. Is that an
If I
action?
take an action as a first attack, I can attack a second time. But if
I didn't know if this was. I thought it might have been a once per day.
no, laying on hands is considered.
It's part of what you
Says
do
healing
with
power
your-
can just restore up to 25 per long rest. As an action, you can touch to restore any number of remaining healing points.
Okay.
So,
He actioned himself.
I action myself.
Good luck.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna.
Tried healing the best I could so far. I got like 2 left.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't have anything else I can do on this. Go ahead.
Do you want to insult them?
I don't have. I mean. I mean.
Just some insults you'd like to tell?
I'm gonna ask them, how do you put an elephant in a Safeway bag?
He goes, how?
And I'm gonna tell him, take the S out of safe and take the F out of way. And he's gonna say,
What?
There's no effing way.
That's stupid.
Okay. It took me a long way to get to that one. That was like, well, like, I feel like I'm drowning.
so I need him to roll confusion check off of that
Yeah,
one.
confusion. I'm just
surprised.
saying, like,
He just gives up.
Yeah, he fails his wisdom
yeah,
saving throw.
good intimidation. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave him disadvantage for next round. All right. So,
You said it.
so, because he's just like, what the hell? He's sitting there thinking,
He's like, who are these people?
what? What's going on?
Elephant and a rhino.
All right. So,
find
Gargoyle 3.
It's really big.
You can't use all my elephant jokes.
Okay. So, Gargoyle 2 flies down and lands on the stairs. He is going to
Shut
take
the
us-
door.
An angry bird.
He's going to try and kind of swipe at Pandora, and then he's going to kind of jump,
Nothing. I'm trying to get him attacked.
and then he's going to duck down into the stairs, and he's going to try and bite Zadova.
Even you can't run from this.
And he misses Pandora. You are unstoppable. Like you're
because of my
anti-die.
awesome cape and clothing.
Yes, and it's like your cape is distracting. It's like I
really
can't
pretty.
get past the cape.
Yeah,
It's metallic.
I
There's
know.
a
Need the
video.
glitter.
And he misses biting you too. When you roll a 5, it's hard to hit anybody.
Michael's
Alright.
like, you hit me every
I
time.
got
All right,
a
Zadova,
20 and
it's
you
your
have-
turn.
I'm gonna use frostbite on him
You're biting him back
too. I
with
am.
ice teeth.
Yeah. So I need a con save.
I'll probably fail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it's really low. 13.
Fails. So he will have disadvantage on his next attack and
All right.
take 7 points of cold damage. And is he taking up the entire space of the door?
Yeah, functioning.
Okay. So there's
Did you
no way
say
to.
7 points?
Yes. So there's no way to pass through
You could
there.
ask him.
Can he? Is he basically?
He would resist. He's basically.
So he's right in front of me.
Yeah,
Basically.
he was facing away.
Okay.
He clawed at her. He turns around. He's trying to
Okay.
eat your face off.
I need a deck save from him.
Not 20.
Dang it. Okay.
Nice. Not that I want him to, that's just a good roll.
Yeah.
Why, for once in a blue moon, I've missed the last 4 or 5 attacks. It's like,
Yeah. If he resists, what is that? What all does that entail? As
you
far
say
as
he resist. I don't know what we're doing.
well, I'd say I try to run past him or move past him.
You're not going to be able to move past him. Like,
There's no like, is there a strength check?
Yeah, it's a
or
strength check.
Okay.
oh, is it?
So if I fail to check, what happens? I just don't pass.
Yeah, you're standing right where you're standing.
Okay. Okay.
Does his
So I
movement
can
get
still try.
eliminated at that? Okay. So
Okay.
if
You
you
would
were
have
trying
the-
to do that and you
Yeah,
fail it,
that's
you
the
can't
way I
now
would do it.
move.
It's like you're trying to move this way. That was your decision, and it's like they put you on your butt. Like you're not going there.
So it's not
Okay.
like he can now move back the other way 5 feet.
Right.
I wouldn't let him do that.
Right.
Okay.
I mean,
right.
if you want to like try to do that
I
and
just-
then move away, he's going to attack you.
I
Right.
didn't know
So
how
I'll
that
give you
function
5
worked, is
feet.
all I'm saying.
I don't know that it's specific,
Okay.
or I don't know
Okay.
that I've read enough, or that I'm good enough DM to remember that rule.
Okay.
Because I suck, you know that.
No.
There's a lot going on. So
Too many
Okay.
elephant
you get
jokes.
Yeah, he's totally blown me for tonight. I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I have no idea what's going on anymore. I know what I said. I'm an idiot.
It's Friday the 13th. Why not?
That is it.
That
for
is
me.
exactly what
And
this
it's
is.
full moon tonight, just for the
It
record.
is not. I could see it on the way in.
Okay, well that's your fault.
No, there's clouds.
It's a
So I
late
guess we would
moonrise
be
because it's
August.
harvest moon.
Should say it right there. Okay. That's
So are you going to try and get past him?
no.
You're just going to stand there and take it like a man.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's the first is it over ever done. Then I'm.
Yep, never
I'm just
happened.
gonna start slow clapping in there.
Yeah.
Thought like it's your turn.
Yes, I'm going to run up all of the stairs.
Okay, so you ran up and basically you get to effectively right behind him.
And you're 100 feet away.
Right, so
Is
you're
that
kind
the end of my movement, or just because I'm stuck behind them?
Oh my god.
of. I'd say reasonably it's your movement because you were on this other floor
Right.
and
Yeah.
where you would have been
That would be so true.
5, 10, 15, 15,
Your movement
20,
speed 30,
25,
35.
30. Yeah, you're basically going to come right up behind him
Okay.
and stand there.
Cool.
That's effectively where you're going to get within 5 feet. Like,
Right.
like
Somewhere.
you maybe you could trade places with Zenrik, right? I mean, maybe.
So I'm assuming number 2 here is within range of.
He's 10
yell.
feet of you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna yell Blutharg at him,
Okay.
and then what happens?
Okay. You see him. He's snarling. You know, he's been kind of making angry eyes at him, and you see him just go dead stone. And then about 4 seconds later, he kind of sits up, and he kind of looks at you. And you can see there's like almost a thought process, you know, going on. You can just kind of see it. And then he just walks away. You see him grab, he just kind of grabs the side, climbs up here, and moves right back in position.
Okay, I'm going to dash, and then run up the rest of the steps. Just
Okay.
scoot by these fools.
I'm sure they'll let you pass.
Yeah.
You could probably get to right there.
Cool. And then I'm going to yell Blutharg as loud as I can.
Okay.
Goodness.
Technically like 2 world actions, but I think you can scream 2.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. I was like, okay.
It's technically
be
2, but I'll let it be. And as you say that, right, the one standing right next to you, you see he looks at you and he just stands up and stops moving. The one that is flying, okay, you see him. He kind of looks for a second, and then his wings just stop in midair, and he falls out of the air. He falls out of the air and lands right here. I need the 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Sweet.
You did a thing?
Yeah, I did the thing.
Nice.
That's not 20.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Add your dex at the top left.
Yeah, that's
So
top.
saving throws.
I got it.
Let's see if they're both that way.
An 8. Okay.
That's good.
13.
13.
Hey, it's even. Why is it?
You save. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sorry, straight.
With a nat 20,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you take half damage. Like
You-
Right.
you freaking watched him come down. You knew what was happening. So the rocks are like, and I'll sidestep you. But you kind of caught part of his face, you know, as he falls to the ground. It kind of breaks. This guy kind of breaks into big chunks,
Being the
kind of stone chunks.
Would okay, never mind. That's it.
Nope,
You've
that's
already
your question.
reacted.
Do what?
It's not an attack.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not an attack.
confusing.
So you can't.
It's just an effect. It's just like, so he actually
Yeah.
kind of shattered into big chunks. He's not even.
I was about to ask if nothing happened to him. How'd that happen?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
Like if he was made of stone and he were to fall and he weren't going to disintegrate. How would that happen?
Because it was so
but
strong.
it
He was
did.
upstairs. He was
Right.
flying, and he kind of stopped midair. You see
Yeah.
him freeze, and he fell, and it kind of broke
No, I
his
get
wings and his head off.
What I
and
was
stuff
going to
like that.
ask you is how did he fall midair and not break
If he didn't break,
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
if I
gonna
didn't,
propose.
if I
Yeah.
didn't say, if I didn't do that,
Right,
no,
I was
that's
gonna
exactly
ask,
what he
like,
did.
how did that happen?
No, the other ones are just being
found
still.
the safe way
Right.
back.
All right.
But this one is
Congratulations.
perched back on its.
Yeah.
We're back in
Well,
the
they're perched.
They appear that they are all standing there.
Okay.
You see no motion. So that was all of about 6 seconds.
It felt a lot longer than
Nice.
that because it hurt.
Hey, Ollie.
Wow.
So we're good to go.
Yeah, you're you.
Ollie, can you push these things up
Yeah.
the side?
All you.
No, I didn't know that's what you
Stealer.
were going to say, but that's what I was thinking.
He was like, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, I thought you. Never mind.
I'm gonna go ahead and push the Dova down the stairs.
Thank you.
Awesome.
No,
Make a strength check.
I'm not.
You're the
I'm resisting
investigator.
that.
Strength check.
Alright.
Make a strength check.
Kidding me? Seriously?
I'm not.
Yes, I am. Because it's.
I will be behind
I'm not
him,
even
and I will
close
see
to you.
Ollie coming, and
I
I'll...
don't even
Yeah.
know.
Where'd my die go?
I don't know. Oh, it's over there.
We're chasing dice. We're chasing.
He's gonna go do
I didn't really do that.
Investigate
Okay.
Whenever
I'm not really gonna do that.
Okay, because I was
look at
like.
what?
the
Oh,
No,
yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
let you do that here in a second.
Cool.
No, I wouldn't do that. But
You would throw your enemy.
You and I will you and I will leave for about 15 seconds. 30, well, no, I need to pull up the page in there. So there's a page I need to read you.
Cool.
So we'll go do that.
so really,
So I need you to roll strength. I need you to roll strength.
He said he wasn't doing that.
No, he said he's doing it.
No, I said I wasn't.
He said
I
he
wasn't
wasn't.
really.
I'm sorry. That's what the DM heard.
18.
And you got a...
2.
Okay. So he comes down and he's like, "You Dirk!" And he takes his trunk.
You
and
lied
just-
to me.
You lied to me, and he just basically flicks his trunk at you, and you try to block his trunk. You kind
I
of
know.
fall backwards,
I'm gonna feel
Right?
so much shit now. Seriously.
and you take
I'm not kidding.
2 points of bludgeoning
Alright.
Oh,
damage.
2? That's not much.
Yeah, I know.
2 is
I'm just saying.
Okay, so what's the plan? You have 60 seconds. Give me a plan. I'm serious. You have 60 seconds. I need a plan.
Go push
Do
the
you want me to
guardrails
push them
off.
over?
Try and push them off, and if they reactivate, we'll just use the safe word.
Okay.
And then we
What's the
can
safe
shoot stuff while he's doing investigation.
Can I have an assistant on pushing him over? Or are there windows there for them to be pushed down?
We have
They're
the
There's
sitting on top of
constellations.
it.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
open top.
They're they've moved back. The perched ones have moved back to the top constellations where they were watching.
Cool.
They're up high.
And I'm gonna tell him since you have poor strength.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
like
to
that.
the
You don't. I
where
don't
the
want you
door
to help
is,
me.
so
Yeah.
I can see if anybody
There ain't
coming
no
in
way.
from beneath us.
No one is coming or anything.
I'm gonna ask Pandora or. Yeah, I'll
You're
ask
talking about,
Pandora
like,
for
right
help.
there, like up the stairs.
No, I'm gonna go to the other, like to the edge, and look down the edge
Oh,
to the
thank you.
bottom door.
Thank you.
That's where
I
I'm
misunderstood. Okay, so you're moving because yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where you're moving. This is where the
Yeah,
fight
I think
is.
you two.
Pandora,
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask
probably
her to
the
help me.
strongest.
I'm gonna say, help me push this over.
Okay, you have advantage.
You can shoot
Yeah.
off lasers at people in the courtyard.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do.
Start rolling 20s.
I'm gonna nuke it.
Twin spell.
So is it just my regular strength check, right?
I know.
Yes, it's a strength check.
Okay, so I got a 17 on that.
Great, that was enough. 16 was the number.
Okay.
All right, so you basically, with the two of you pushing each other, you end up tipping one of these gargoyles off, and it falls 3 stories down onto the ground.
Where they're
You hear-
fighting?
Where they're fighting.
Yeah.
And so you hear these these wails of, and, just these screaming sounds and some kind of splurchy sounds, some wet, splishy sounds down
Hopefully we
below.
didn't hit any lizards.
Based on that push, can I tell how heavy these are? This gargoyle, how heavy does it feel?
I don't know. How
Would it be
do you-
like couple
Like,
hundred
Can't
pounds,
you
or
like
we...
push like triple your?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you
I would-
also
I
have
would
advantage on
say-
strength checks, don't you? Or
I would say
yeah.
it's in the 400-pound range if I were
Okay.
guessing. I mean, it's stone. I mean, it could be more. I don't bench press 400 pounds, so it's not like I know how much that weighs. So it's a heck of a lot more than I could move. Right? I mean, like if it were me as a human, it's more than I
Right,
would be moving.
but
around.
he's trying to get his racial feats to go in something. Is what he's looking for.
Mhm.
So, elephantitis.
So I count as one size larger when I'm basically moving this thing. So I'm counting as a large creature
Okay.
when I move this,
Okay.
whatever that might entail as far as lifting. My goal is to bring, if I saw that and heard what it did the first time,
Mhm.
my goal is to get the next one to the same spot.
Okay.
Or it like here and try it again.
General same region.
Lizards are not, it doesn't matter what it hits. I heard it hit something.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that with a little assistance from your friend, you could probably pull number 3 over here.
Okay.
You know, because number 1 has now
Left it
made
open.
made a split there, so you could probably get him to this corner and push them off
Okay.
if you wanted to.
I would like to.
Okay. Because you're larger size and you have additional help, I need a 13. It's heavy.
Do you want me to roll again for crit? Or...
No. What did you roll?
Well, 13 plus 2.
Yeah, you're good.
That's good enough.
But I mean, if I could crit push.
Yeah, you're just go flying off the...
Now that you got him off, roll for crit.
See if it goes further out.
Does a 21 count? It's a 12.
Okay. So 3 now is pushed off and has fallen down. You
He traded places.
you hear more you hear more screams
Smoke
and
bomb.
wet sploochy sounds. More people, and you hear a familiar voice because you're standing right there.
Oh, God.
You hear Born Grey. You hear Born Grey's voice saying, "They're on the roof. Focus fire." That's what you hear. And yeah,
We all hear that.
I know he hears that. 'Cause
Okay.
He just went.
I'm looking over,
He's
watching
looking over,
this.
watching the blood sport on the ground, and he sees Born Grey.
Did you hit Born Grey?
Born Grey is standing
Crushed him.
with some of the
Froggies.
frogmen. Yeah, the
Bullies.
bullywugs. You can also see as you look over there, it looks like there's roughly 12. You know, just as a glance, roughly a dozen bullywugs, and roughly 15 lizard folk, of which 4 or 5 seem to be very well armored
Oh, really?
and have very
Unlike
nice
the junk
weapons.
they had before.
Very well armored and very well armed. Roughly 4 or 5.
Since we have one more, am I able to push it off? Get it over and push it off in this amount of time? If not, I'm just gonna push it.
And carry it.
No, at this point, I mean, we're walking through stuff. I would say no. That
Okay, I'm just
you're
trying-
just
I'm just
you're
trying to
looking
help
over.
you
This
with
is I'm just trying to describe to you what you're seeing. There is a melee of sorts going on down in. You know, we're talking about in this area, right? So you just splooch some people here, and you splooch some people there, and you see there are a few. There's a tussle over here with a few lizard folk and bullywugs. There's a large contingent of bullywugs. They're kind of right in here. Born Grey is standing here, and then there are other lizard folk here and here, right? So they're small. You've got like a dozen, and you've got like 3 on 4 over here, and 5 on 4, and 4 on 4, right? They're pretty evenly matched in 3 kind of smaller contingents
Okay.
of the stuff.
After I did that,
And all this while, realize all this while, you are hearing the drum beats. I mean, we've talked all this through. It's only been 4
few
minutes.
seconds, yeah.
Well, I mean, reasonably 4 minutes. It's been very fast.
So as I'm looking over and I
We're
see
efficient.
this, and I'm gonna go, guys, I hit
That's the
them.
way time.
They caught me. They're shooting arrows up here. Protect yourselves. Let's go. Whatever we need done out.
Okay. If they decide to come up that way, let's close the door, put the other gargoyle on there, and climb down another way.
Okay.
Just a thought. But I'm watching over here to see if we have visitors coming.
Are you're down a level?
So
no,
you all
I am
can-
top level.
Okay.
You can all have that conversation. You and I are going to have a different conversation.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Baby, come back.
I'm gonna see if the drums are in range and nuke them.
They are. What's your range?
120 feet.
Because aren't the drums...
No. Yes. 120 feet.
Guys, I'm with Lockdown. I have stone cunning, which is whenever you make a history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient and double your normal proficiency. I should ask Dave what they mean.
Is not stone.
Just because I can do that, like no other reason.
Yeah.
I have double proficiency in that.
I think the... Where are the drums again?
They're, if I'm thinking right, they should be directly, or they should be right here. Or wait, no.
Because that's level 3 doesn't have a thing. Unless this is...
He said,
Thanks for the help.
I think first was they were right here, and if we are, well, that's not, it's gonna be out of range.
Right there. No, check it. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180,
Yeah. Just out of range.
60. Send it, dude. Be like, shoot it, you know? Like, if I
Yeah.
angle it,
Yeah.
it's gonna keep going. Trajectory,
Yeah.
you can't stop it.
I mean, I do, I can reach up to 150 feet, but still, it's not quite.
Yeah.
If we have
I
something
feel
we
like
can-
this has been a very productive night so far.
Yep.
I'm
So
having fun.
Ruben said.
I like this castle now.
Ruben said, okay, so Bumblebee was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Like, they all should have been like this one. I said, oh, you have to Dumbledore defeat Voldemort or Magnetron?
Charger.
Okay.
Charge my phone.
And whatever happened to the Duracells?
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Tarek's so upset I slapped
No,
him.
I was just more that he went with it because you were like, no, I'm not really getting that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm totally like, I'm macking my guy. Like,
Why? It's 2 damage.
I know. I just,
You already have.
I know, but I'm gonna do more research on it.
You already
Like,
have.
kind of. There's other things I could do that are
He
like
can make
way
10 more characters to practice.
No, I mean, there's other things I can do that are way more like, because I've like newer stuff that I've looked at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we got new content.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
because
do you mean we got new content?
we've just been buying books on
Yeah.
the thing.
So there's way more stuff that I can.
I don't know what you mean.
On D&D Beyond, there's more. We've added content. We bought
Oh, that's
online
good.
books.
I'm saying the same thing.
Okay.
I bought the Adventures pack, and then Dave
Yeah.
got that Wayfinder thing a couple weeks ago.
Really?
So there's just more.
Did I sell it?
Yeah.
Did I sell it? Man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Starting Monday.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
Yeah, welcome back to the real world.
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
I saw Jess today.
Yeah?
She's I want Chick-fil-A.
I was gonna guess.
Breakfast. Yeah. I had free breakfast. Why not?
Nice.
No, I mean, like, not Chick-fil-A. I would have guessed that that's where you have seen her. That's,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all that guess was.
Yeah.
I would have rolled perception and already known
There you go.
it was
There
that
you go.
Chick-fil-A.
No, yeah, I guess she's in school. So,
Mm-hmm.
so got a 90 on the math test. First math test.
Talk about.
It
Did you
was-
figure out the other programming thing yet?
Oh yeah.
With that,
She got her. I got.
the one that
finagled her
the
out.
dude spent the whole time trying to figure out what he did wrong.
Yep.
You
I
figured it out?
figured it out on my own.
What was it?
He didn't write it right. I mean,
So that's why he was trying to go
taught
through.
myself basically. Yeah. He completely just botched the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you going to the gym with me next week?
And I don't
We need
know.
to be at the gym at 6.
Yeah. I don't know. We got. I need
Well, because I have to be. My class starts at 9. So which means I have to be done with the gym by 8. So we can technically do a 6:30 or 7.
Man, I can't.
Let's do it.
I'm not a morning person at
Oh.
all.
We can
That's
go.
another reason, like, I had to get to the clinic at like 6:50 in the morning.
It's not early enough.
Oh, gosh.
Are you sick?
It was whenever, like, I had long days. I wouldn't get home until 6. And I basically didn't have time to do anything that needed to be done around the house. But I also figured out the programming thing.
How fast is you, Mike? Is that funny?
I've seen
Yeah,
so many of those.
Everybody's
memes.
making
Yes.
things of Mike Tyson. Like, he's
I
like,
know,
I
'cause
am
he had
Thor.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
take
I
the
saw
bathroom.
that. That was the last one I
That
saw.
was the one I saw. It's like, that's funny they're doing at Mike Tyson. They're actually sending to him. That's so much stuff.
That's hilarious.
That Bithquick.
That's funny.
Do you like actual campaigns?
Yeah. a lot.
Yeah,
That Bithquick.
yeah, sex is on our test.
That's why I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
see,
a well question.
I took that picture of the
It's like
adventure.
if you
I'm
miss-
like,
if you
Oh,
miss
I didn't
one,
show you.
if you miss
Logan
one,
got me this.
you're already pretty much.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a D8, and you can roll it.
That's cool.
Isn't that a cool
Yeah,
D8
I know,
too?
I know she
I love the color of that.
Oh yeah, it's almost
I
Dragon
don't know.
Egg style.
Are they
I wanted to see
Mm-hmm.
this would hold
I don't know.
D20.
D20. Nah, not really. It's not shaped right. For me, it would kind of do it.
I don't know.
It's not actually properly made. You know what I mean?
It probably needs a 4-prong.
Oh, is it 122?
Yeah, but me
I
too.
didn't know there was still a thing.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, we found it.
They did. So it might be a reunite too. I don't know.
But yeah,
Then you have to take
I
this one and
can-
put this one in there.
have you done C++ program?
Oh, that's interesting.
That's what's cool.
Oh.
Logan, for my birthday, he got me this necklace. So it holds a D8,
Oh.
right?
That's really cool.
That's cool.
So that's something neat. All right.
You put a metal one in there, but.
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
All right. So Violet goes and looks in the eyepieces, and he sees what he sees. For those of you that are kind of taking a casual glance at it, you can see that it's rather ornate. There's lots of moving parts, lots of brass, and you know, there's a lot to it, I guess you'd say. It's not a light thing. I mean, it looks like it weighs a lot if you were just to look at it. But it also looks very delicate. So it's heavy. It's kind of a juxtaposition. It looks like it weighs a lot, but there's a lot of really fine-tuned gears and things like that. So
Dialect, what'd you see?
Some stuff.
Stuff.
I'm gonna think about it for a minute.
Okay.
During him thinking about this, I want to peek over the edge and see if any arrows or anything coming our way.
okay, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. $17.
Yeah, there's the arrow that comes at you. As you flip by, you see something go right next to you, and you're like, "Whoa! Yep, they're shooting at us. They're shooting at
I'll
us."
relay that to these guys. And I'm not peeking right now. I'm backing off that edge.
Yep.
I just
I need you to roll investigation.
I was curious on that. Are they coming directly? Like, if this was tower, are they here shooting up or are they lobbing? In other words, would I expect them to come down like raining arrows on us?
They don't appear to be that well coordinated to try and pull a high lob attack. I mean, you're only up about 30 feet, 35 feet.
From them?
Yeah, because you're only
A 3-story tower?
10 feet a story.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
15.
how they-
Okay, 15 feet a story.
No,
That's
I
your
mean, I'm
45
just.
feet.
It
You're
just
not
sounds
that-
funny to me. That's all. Like it's just. I'm not. I don't disagree. It's just. It sounds weird.
Okay.
Just sounds low.
We'll say 45 feet if it's 15 feet a story. That's what I mean. It's
Okay.
you're
that's not
really
bad, yeah.
you're really not on the third story per se. You're on the top of the second story, right? So it's more like 30 feet.
Okay.
And then you're looking down. The top of that
Yeah.
story, if it were roofed, would be
Okay.
45
okay, I'm with you
feet.
then.
That's what I'm saying. You're
30 feet. Yeah. Okay.
you're,
I'm
you're
with you
not
then.
up very high.
Let's jump
sure.
off. 14.
Quoi?
You told him to.
Oh,
roll or something.
your investigation. Yeah, as you're looking down, you see some schlupping
How many?
kind of stuff.
And something like slow fall. They're way back.
2.
2 of them?
Yeah.
Really well.
Hey,
There's like what appear to be 2 guys moving toward your position that seem to be unfriendly.
Unfriendly.
door.
No,
that what you
unfriendly. Yes, it looks like they're moving toward the entry door from the Great Hall through the body mess into this.
How far down is that?
What do you mean down?
Like from here
To this wall?
Yeah.
That would be, because that's the top of the second floor. Right, it's not on there, but it's on the second floor. Right?
Right. Well, I mean, it's on the third floor too. But I mean, yeah. It's. I don't know how far.
Oh, I see what
We
you're
don't
saying.
have a good.
I see what you're saying. We'll say it's manageable.
Because you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know exactly.
If we all just go bloop bloop.
So I would just have everyone just roll decks.
Because we have lizard people here, so it's easy enough to go.
Yeah, I would just say everybody that decides to do that just needs to do a dex check for 10. You know, it's just like,
All right.
Can you walk on a narrow thing?
I'm
It's
gonna-
not particularly
Take my rope
crazy.
and I'm gonna sling it down that side,
Uh-huh.
so that way we have an easier way down, and I will be last to go and take my rope with me.
Oh, I thought you were walking across the wall. I interpreted your desire as to step down onto this wall and walk over to this.
Well, the goal is to just get downstairs without having to go.
Okay. Down here stairs, down there stairs.
Probably. No, because we need to go. Are we doing? Hey,
This is
meeting.
where the people are coming right here. This is
and
the
we have
place to
friendlies
see.
here.
You have some friendlies right over here.
Okay, so I'm gonna toss a rope down. Which side do we want to go on?
Probably the
This
roof
side.
side. Yeah.
Okay,
But
We have friendlies coming where? I'm sorry.
we have friendlies here, enemies are here coming in.
You have bad guys headed towards you.
So are we? Am I moving this over that door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to basically shut that,
Roll,
and I need assistance. if
roll
you don't
strength.
mind. I think only a 13.
That'll do.
but you also
Oh, I have.
check.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Touch him for guidance.
So he'll stop there. And then you said you are moving over here to
Mhm.
put
I'm gonna
a rope down.
rope down with the grappling hook on this end, so that
I
way
have a
people
grappling
can.
hook as well.
Yeah.
With a rope. So if you need that.
Nope. I hook mine up and say
Repel like me, crazies.
I'm gonna be last. Let's go.
all right.
Okay. So are you going down regular or Australian?
Australian is face.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go down face.
He's gonna go down trunk.
I'm just jumping.
First.
He's got all four. And he's
Yeah,
just
he's just
holding with his
holding
trunk.
You gotta like
Who's
rope
first?
burn in the coil of your trunk.
I don't care. I can go because we still have a second tank up here. I don't mind going down.
Okay, so you're going down?
Yeah, I'll attempt this.
Okay. You need dex 10.
With that, it's a 12 or 13.
That's
so
fine.
I'm not gonna.
Hmm? What do you need?
I'm reminding him of his guidance spell as we're going down.
Okay, you're down.
Yeah.
That would count as, I'll say, half of your movement to control yourself go down.
Okay.
Right, so you can have half of your movement. You're now standing at the bottom.
Okay, and this is at the very bottom of the tower.
Yes, you're on the ground.
And based on
There's
where
bodies.
we were
There's bodies like 15 feet from
over
where you
here,
split
is
to
this a wall to my back?
Yes.
them. Yes, there is a wall to your back. Yeah, that's just not
Can I fill that so I don't?
filled all the way through because there are people.
Yeah, we were standing there. Ooh, don't.
So I'm kind of stepping in goop.
No,
A little bit?
the goop is over here.
Okay.
This is your goopy areas. These are goopy areas.
So I'm gonna go ahead and step
Going
over one. Actually, I'm gonna step here, stay close to the tower. Because I'd like to make sure that because there's roughly a door right here, right?
Right.
I guess I'd actually be turned like this, keeping an eye at whoever's coming down. I want to assist them on their way down so they don't take damage at the bottom if they do pour. That'd be my goal, is to try and assist any way I can.
Okay.
Like hold that, like I'm standing to the side, right? Does that make sense?
That's perfectly fine.
Hopefully those are lizard folk.
They were on our right. There was both. Like
They're fighting
So
each
when
other.
I
Yeah, it
saw
was
that
bad guys
earlier,
here, and there
there's-
was good.
no, there was like 4-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-3 over here. Like there's
See, I thought he said they were all here, and then we had good guys, good
so
guys.
right here where I dropped this and they splurged, there was roughly 4 or 5 bullywogs and like 3 or 4 lizard, and it spread out like that on the other battles too.
That's fine. So, who's next?
What are these?
Who is the least?
Are they?
You don't know.
mixed?
You're not over here looking.
Well, I mean, if I'm peeking over the edge of
You
the,
do you.
Well,
Okay.
you can use.
if I peek over the
guidance.
edge,
They can
what do
go.
I see?
You would
Guidance on the
see
next
some
person, they can
dead
go,
bodies.
guidance on
You would see some
Yeah, you can
lizard folk.
technically get
Okay.
everybody
You
but
see
me, since I'm gonna be last.
some bullywugs.
But I'm highest dexterity.
And they're
I'm not
engaged
working.
in battle.
Okay. Can I try to shoot a firebolt at a bullywog? Just gonna distract.
Over here?
Over here.
Oh, try and make them take cover or something.
Yeah. Give the lizard folk a little bit of a assist since they asked.
Can I see? Map me, dear.
Hmm?
Map me.
Oh.
Two birds, one stone.
Okay.
We're gonna do out a foot, 2 spaces, no, all the way down at the end.
Okay.
From right there. So click, do a line out, and then do 2 spaces open.
Okay.
And then 40 feet, so 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 40. 2 spaces open.
2 spaces over this way.
And then that is another for
About 30.
30. Yeah,
So just all the way.
yeah, to the edge. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the wall that's there.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. This is about what I want. Oh, yeah, never mind. And then
Gateborn.
okay.
So,
So you've stood there.
yeah, as
now-
I peek
now-
over, I want to throw a firebolt.
Okay, yeah. Who are you gonna firebolt?
One of the bullywogs.
Okay.
I don't know which
Which
is. Which are bullywog? Are the D10s?
The D12s are bullywugs.
Okay.
The ones in direct proximity to the fallen gargoyles are now dead.
Okay.
And the D20s are those are dead. And the D20s are the
Lizard folk.
lizard folk.
Okay. I'll throw a firebolt at number 7.
Okay.
Green.
Yeah, the green one. That didn't hit. 9.
So you just gotta see if you're hitting anything at that point.
Yeah.
It's just you threw it and it
Yeah.
landed.
Yeah, firebolt is just like it made a fire splash.
Okay.
on the
I'm just.
ground.
Hey, we
No,
said we'd
that's
help
awesome.
them.
No, you're doing
Yeah.
great.
No, that's fine.
I will throw a second one at that one, and a 13.
Okay. That might be close. Hold on.
real campaigns are fun. Like arenas are cool, but
This is,
None of us had fun originally on this portion originally.
yeah,
We are
during,
now. The initial was it's a rough start. They're rewriting the actual thing. But before that,
No, it just you
Okay.
kind of almost see like what it
Everything
look
was
like
awesome
blistered
before.
skin, but it's
And now
not.
really
Not
big.
quite.
It's not quite
Okay.
intense enough for it to do.
Okay.
Their skin is so moist.
okay.
It resisted your flame because of its moistness.
All right, I'm
You
just
see
gonna
go-
duck back down,
It goes.
It's your boy, Moisty Skin.
and I will
moisty vagina.
kind of wait till more people start to leave, and then I'll leave.
Who's next?
Are you leaving?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Because he's standing there.
Yeah, I did mine.
Okay.
He's like,
You're gonna
Yeah.
go.
okay, I need you to roll dexterity.
I'm
Just
gonna give
roll,
you
not a
guidance.
save.
Okay.
So throw a
Shoot.
D4 with a high fiber on her way down.
Yeah.
Is it? Yes,
You need
D4.
Yeah. So she rolls the d4 though.
I need to roll a d4 too.
Triangle.
Oh,
Okay.
One.
Sure.
wait a second.
19 plus whatever your.
Okay.
You definitely,
Yeah.
you like, thing, and you land like one-footed, just.
She doesn't even use the rope. She just jumps off the
I
edge.
just
Kate
barely
bells in the
glide
wind. She
with
hits.
my
yeah.
really cool Kate.
Your
just
Kate
barely
goes-
glide down. Yeah.
Like Batman.
Yes, that's what I
Yeah,
need to
she's
do.
Australians and just
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
stops right at Ollie's
still waiting
trunk.
to help her.
Right as
She's like-
you're about to get her, she like kicks off and does a flip over you.
She's like, get out of my way. Yeah. All right, you have all of your movement left.
Okay. How about that? Okay. I'm going
You
to.
get like 27 going down.
Oh, nice.
That's because you're.
That's all my like.
I'm gonna
You
mention
still have
to
all your
her
movement.
either swap me places or cover the doorway on lookout.
Oh, cover the doorway.
You can. I mean,
She
you can
gonna
do
do
you
what
want, but
she want,
That's
boo.
my suggestions. Like
Yeah.
while I'm down here trying to help the group lead. You know.
I mean, okay, everybody is there watching the doorway, right? Or wait.
No, this
They
is the
know
These
doorway.
guys are all
before.
fighting.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
over
They're
there
all
is just
fighting
fighting.
toward the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, they don't know we're here.
Right.
Well, some people
Technically,
Yeah.
I mean,
Because he just pew-pewed some people.
Yeah.
yeah, but they're looking up the tower.
Right.
We're on the other side.
Sure. That's not unreasonable.
So they all could.
Technically,
in.
what we think is, do you remember this hallway right here, and how there's this door,
Right.
the trap door that comes up, and then into
Uh-huh.
this is the bottom of the tower.
Yeah.
This is down that same hallway
Okay.
where they ran.
This is
past
the
us.
main hall. This is the main hall that you normally
Right.
have done work in. If you continue down this way, you go to where your room is, and you can go downstairs into the dungeon.
Here, dungeon here,
Okay.
hallway, entry here, or entry here. So what he saw and what he relayed us is he saw people entering from here.
You can draw some of that
I
over there.
will. I'll just.
Something like this. This is good enough.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's good
And then
enough.
it goes at an angle. Perfect.
Okay.
You
So
got decent memory.
I got a really good splash memory like that.
We're both visual.
I will go. Towards
What I'm
the
saying
door.
is you can go anywhere you want. If you want to engage the enemy, you can engage the enemy. If you want to run away, I mean, it's just whatever you want to do.
You embrace you. What would Pandora?
What would Pandora do?
Climb back up the rope. She did it so easily. She's like, I want to try that
I
again.
wanna do it again.
Get off my rope.
So all of what I see is coming towards us, right?
No.
No, these are all engaged in battle.
Okay,
They're
right,
standing
okay.
battles. There's a small battle line right here.
Right.
There's a battle line right here,
Okay.
and there's a battle line right here.
Dead bodies.
There's,
Dead bodies.
there appear to be some other people coming. You know, there's a whole lot of, but they're kind of moving this direction. But they're still a long way.
Okay. I'll just go move towards the door. And I'll just kind of hang out there for now, I guess.
Do you want? I guess you could be Pete. You could be here on the side of this. It depends.
Set a reaction. If anybody comes out, right to the
Okay,
front.
why not?
You could set a reaction. You could
Anybody.
also be over here.
Just
looking down the
anybody.
hallway.
I'll just hide on that corner and just kind of be there.
We need to get a base on it.
I know. I'll glue that this week.
Okay,
Wednesday.
Let's see.
that's cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
If I'm going next, I'm gonna shoot another.
Yeah,
Would you
because it's got to be you, then him,
Yeah.
and I'm last.
So
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Strumming my
I'll
harp.
head this. Let's see. 15. Well, before I do that,
Marines, we
I want
are
to shoot
leaving.
2 firebolts at 9. Or wait,
Which one's which
The
again?
white one.
yeah, 6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, they're D12s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white 6.
that one does not hit.
Yeah, you're good.
You can try and
So
do
you
this.
like to pew
That's eight.
pew, and so what's happened is
Yeah.
you
I
see
got it.
I'm so
you
sorry.
see them be distracted,
You're
right?
good. I
So
got it.
while you didn't hit mine, okay, he's kind of pulled out away and distracted, and while you distracted him, 6 and 5 both moved in for the kill, and they've dispatched him.
Sweet.
So
Sorry,
while you didn't do the killing blow,
Distracting them.
you turned him away, and they
Okay.
basically got opportunity, kind of a
Right.
more
An opening.
advantageous
Yeah.
opening, and they
It's you.
put soft squishy frog to the sword.
Sweet.
There's now more frog flesh legs to be cooked.
So my second one,
Maintenance stew.
then I would have thrown at this one at 6, and that was a 15 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. So
Do we have the people?
It's all right. Too many dead.
take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Disagree with how many red
Okay.
caps I have.
yeah. He is very seriously injured.
All right.
They are not particularly well armored.
Okay.
They're very moist, so they tend to resist fire type damage.
Okay.
But they are generally just dressed in
Okay.
kind of some kind of loose hide.
Wastiness.
All right. I will use the rest of my movement to go to the rope.
Okay.
And as you
And-
go by, I'm gonna say,
Is it you that went
"Come
D8?
on," and I'm
All
gonna
right.
touch you, and now you get the D4.
All right.
Honestly.
You give it a little tickle.
Go down the rope.
Let me scratch your back.
No, let's pick. It should be fairly easy to get down that.
A 10 is all you need.
Yeah, it's an 18 plus
Thank you.
2. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm
So-
gonna have the hardest time. But I'm
So-
gonna try and pull some shit.
You have made it down.
Mhm.
You have 20 feet movement.
Okay. I will 10, 15, 20 right here. And can I still set a reaction?
What would that be?
If I see someone coming, I want to basically relay that to Pandora so she can, and then step back.
Okay.
Do you have any
basically-
more movement?
There wouldn't be a step back,
Okay.
but if you want to give her a heads up,
That way
Like
she
a-
can. Yeah.
right, prevent her from being surprised.
Right.
To the throat level.
Yeah. But I'm basically, I want to be here, but just kind of like, yeah.
She's like over here lining up here. Oh, well, this guy's still
Yeah.
running through the
Slow
room.
mo.
Ultra slow-mo.
I don't want to be in clear view of anyone that's coming, so I want to step back kind of like
What about all these guys?
away.
Clear view of
Yeah.
this.
Okay, everybody knows where you're
I
standing.
think keeping
Yeah.
back to those guys is great.
Yeah, you
Well,
should
they
definitely
see you
have
as
your
less
back-
of a threat.
Yeah.
You should have your back
Yeah.
to the guys with
It's a
with
sign of
bows and arrows.
submission.
Yeah. Well, these are dead, right?
There are a few of them that are dead. Yeah.
So wait. So
The other
okay.
ones-
So this is lizard folk. I thought all these were dead.
All
They
of them
are.
just
Those
okay.
are.
Okay.
Those are dead.
This is dead. So
Yes.
these are lizard folk.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're good for right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
thinking.
those
so.
12s are coming.
These aren't dead. None
Right.
of these are dead.
But I would have seen them
stop what
coming
they're doing,
across.
and they look right at you. Nobody's fighting each other.
Pandora's watching your back.
Stop.
Yeah.
Collaborate
Yeah.
and listen.
They're,
Bullywugs are back with a brand new invention. They got bows. They got arrows.
Yeah.
they
So-
got scrolls and them health
Yeah.
potions.
They got
That's-
holes. And them holes.
There it is.
That's what I'll do.
And 10 titties fall out.
Okay, so you've set a reaction to alert her if anything were to come
Yes.
toward
I
you
wonder,
down that
what
hall.
is this alert you're gonna do? I'm curious.
I'm just gonna be like,
I mean, I'm just curious. Maybe
Yeah.
Tippy toe, tippy toe.
yeah.
it could have been caca.
Yeah.
And, like now people. I'm just curious.
No. I'll like motion something to her, like.
Okay.
He's hoping that whatever he does, she figures out because there was no
Yeah,
prior
That's
coordination.
what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. All right.
say, hey,
Next.
someone's coming.
That's you.
Whoa! I'm going to touch myself.
Dude, I am.
Right in the ball sack.
What's
And
wrong?
then-
You're
Nothing.
not
I know.
That's
been fun.
more than
It's been
enough.
well.
I'm trying.
20 to start off.
Yep. That'll do, pig. You get down and you have all of your movement left.
I'm trolling you too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of you all the time.
And going to stand right there.
There you
You
go.
still have actions as well.
Do I now?
Oh no. You have another cantrip.
You can throw a cantrip. I'd let you know.
Do a cantrip. Woohoo!
We're not really down in serious action economy because I'm not really tracking order of operations. I'm just kind of.
Cool. I'm gonna. What's that? It's a thing.
You're good. I just
I'm going to try to cast Toll of the Dead on number 6.
Ooh, awesome. All right. Let's do it.
ding dong.
What do I have to.
Beat
Saving?
Wisdom saving throw 14.
Probably not. Nope. I got a 2.
Sweet. That's
Yeah, boy.
2d12s.
Holy cow.
It's
He's
your
dead.
boy.
20 damage.
20
He's dead. No, it's like, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So you see this frog kind of poking a stick, and all of a sudden you hear him. You see him drop his. He just drops
We get a goal.
his spear, and he puts his hands up to his head and goes, and then his head explodes.
It's like the grunts, the happy birthday.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost a reverse croak, and then his head goes up. Because he was trying to, take in a big croak, and then it didn't stop.
He inhaled the fireball.
He's the lizard folk here. These guys right here, they each take 1 point of like bone bludgeon damage of
Oh,
you
gross.
Sweet.
exploded this guy up against them.
That's my kind of party right there.
They're like they have pieces.
So these two are.
There's great. There's froggy
That one's
gray
dead.
matter.
I'm gonna go down to there and to the other side of the room. So I'm just gonna acrobatics across
These
that.
are dead.
Yes.
Because you're
This guy's
right.
still
'Cause
alive.
you're-
Yeah, I'm just going straight across.
That's what I figured. That's what I thought you were going to be doing in the first place.
If we put them up, there's one.
I mean, it's actually what I thought you were going to
For me, yes. For others,
That tells me I was just.
Come on.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Come on. All right. I do need acrobatics.
fitting.
That's good enough.
So am I helping you down this thing at all, or are you getting your grappling
No,
hook
I
over you?
am-
He grabbed his grappling hook.
I grabbed a grappling hook, wrapped it up, jumped on the wall, ran across it, and now I'm second story on the other
He's
side.
on the top of the roof of the second story.
Yep. Perfect. That's where I would like to be. And from there, I will.
You like breaking all the characters?
No, I'm just trying to. I was trying to figure out how to set him up.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Sacred Flame to
Sacred Flame.
12.
Okay.
Well, and I need a dexterity saving throw 14.
16.
Okay. I knew he would dodge. It just the spell
He has
fizzles.
strong. He has
It's just-
strong legs.
Yeah.
He just hopped out of the way.
I'm still shook from walking across that. I'm still composing myself. I
Yeah.
barely made it across there.
Yeah.
There was a little crumblage. So
Shaken,
the
not
spell,
stirred.
spell failed. And then I'm just... I don't really want to do a vicious mockery and yell at him and, like, avert my position. So I'm just going to, like, try and blend in with my surroundings. I know it's going to be terrible, but I'm just going to... It's... Yes. It's perfect.
How's your performance?
6 with a natural 1.
Okay.
Like
based
I
on the
pretend to be a
perception-
gargoyle.
Yeah. Okay. So you basically
Have you ever seen Arrested Development?
you hear
Job's chicken.
you hear Born Grey. You hear Born Grey shouting commands to the bullywugs in bullywug. Like
Okay.
you just hear him making the kind of these partial wub wub sounds, like he's making some wub wubby noise. And you can see that there are extra wub wubbers.
Kind of like when Hoard
And
speaks Wookiee.
they're kind of moving up here. Let's see.
Dang it. I should have messaged him and said, hey, we're going to go try and silence the things. But my turn is over, so. Alas.
Okay. And the bullywugs are actually going to start attacking y'all. Or at least you.
What have I done?
He told them where you were. He's like, over there. He's wub.
Your performance was great up there.
I'm going to die on this roof.
I'll catch you.
I hope I fall.
I hope you fall at that.
Does a 16 hit? I'm asking seriously. I don't know.
Yes.
Jordan, your face.
I don't know.
If he was shouting
Your
your
face
face
to
to
Dave.
like lied.
Oh, damn.
Give it to me.
Okay. Take 7 points of piercing damage
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
from the
Keep
first
coming.
attack.
Comfy.
Keep it coming.
Second one misses. And the third one misses.
I'm good to go. I'm about to just...
Wink.
I did nothing to attract attention to myself, and look where it got me.
Hold on.
Not the flamboyant blue fireball shooting wizard. He's a sorcerer. And I'm a warlock. We have all three of the casters with different magic types.
Fun times. Diversity.
Have fun learning through books.
We have affirmative action.
Healers from books, you're natural at it, and I just...
Yeah.
Sure,
You know.
I'll make a pact with you.
There
It's a
it is,
celestial being. It was a good thing. I was in a dark place.
I haven't heard your accent in a long time.
These through. There is not been talking.
Yeah, we haven't been doing stuff like
In
that.
celestial plane.
I don't
where
know.
is the...
Listen, man, all I gotta say is what happens in the celestial plane stays. in the celestial
It is
plane.
your boy, Zenrik, back at it again with great stealth tutorial. When you are on second floor, pretend be like gargoyle. No one notice.
Until the bullywug.
Until man
there we
with 00 call you out for being on roof. And I'm like, hey man, I just trying to take dump in gutters. Leave me alone.
Okay, so...
And then he goes. I can only picture what he's doing if he's communicating in bullywug.
It's an elf making
Man.
wub sounds.
Yeah, I know. That's,
Now that I think about it, though, right? Gutters are basically just a bird sewer system.
Yeah, 100%.
Gross.
I think he missed the part where I was trying to take a dump in it. Where he just
Or
ignored.
that's exactly why.
it's like, how dare you take a dump in my castle?
Yeah, it's gonna be no for me, dog.
He is our ally, but not our ally, and now I am not happy with him.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely not
I
either.
heard the wub wubs coming from him, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden I am ouchie.
Yeah.
It's a big oof.
It is biggest oof.
I don't play these characters very often, so hold on a second.
So if these two are dead,
All right.
I don't know.
You have stuff inbound to you.
I'm ready to die. Let's go, son.
Okay, so 1. Okay, you take 4 points of piercing damage. I gotta go to the bathroom. I have to pee myself.
Making our way downtown.
I feel like we should remove the ones that are dead. It's super confusing.
How are we gonna use those bodies to do anything with? No, leave them.
Well,
How can we throw those dead bodies in?
That's why I
maybe
was like,
turn
I need to
them-
mark
well,
them.
Yeah,
like,
'cause I'm not sure.
I don't think he realizes like
Right.
all this,
It's
and
basically
I'm being attacked.
Why
Right,
are we leaving
right.
them there?
well, they're dead.
I know.
I think.
That's,
I want
I
to
think
throw
all
dead
of
bodies
those
with
are
other
dead.
things.
I mean,
I don't.
that's what I'm
just-
guessing. Yeah, because why wouldn't the bullywogs go for these lizard folk?
Because he told Born Gray told them we're over here.
Yeah, born great.
Born Gang is gonna get second.
No,
real quick.
straight up murder hobo.
Oh, yeah.
Just I don't care about these guys or
yeah.
Fireball. Just all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But if I do end up hitting the lizard folk, they might turn hostile towards us.
Okay, put it here.
Yeah.
Kill everything.
You see this part now? Yeah.
See this circle? Just pick it up, move it here. Make sure he's.
He's in it.
Dave, when you watch this later, love you. Just kidding. We'll move him back one.
I think
Was he one or two?
He
Did
was
I
one
move?
back.
Okay,
Yeah.
I only moved one forward.
he's definitely
Think so?
within range of my
I only saw that.
ray of, let's say, scorching ray.
What about your Raymond Ray?
Not that one. That one's only.
What
50.
about
Yo,
your
let's just-
Billy.
Listen.
Ray
whatever
Romano?
you do, knock off a little health. Totally dead.
There you go.
You know, that
Boom,
sounds.
bada bing.
And wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
And as he's making all these noises and stuff, he's right there.
I don't like how I tried to help all of you guys down, and none of you used my help, and I'm still sitting here
When are
staring
we
at it.
rolling initiative?
I'm just saying.
the only
I was like, I'm gonna have
that had
my guns
any
out.
difficulty. Everybody else just
Kind of going around and
Zinging it. Got it.
way
have
too
any
much for me to
difficulty.
try
I
and
know you
track
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Well, Derek will help you out here in a second
I
with
just
that.
had half
You're the one
that.
who had like the least amount of finesse.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
finesse.
It looks
I
like
brick
Ollie, it's your
funny
turn.
because I just totally.
So I'm gonna stop staring at this wall. Does this
This
guy
whole
see?
time.
Does this guy
I've
see
counted
me?
all the cracks in this piece of carpet.
Guys, I use my stone cunning. This rock come from ancient Rome.
Did you
Now you
did
know.
you study like there's the cornerstone right there and you can just that piece and the whole castle crumbled?
I don't know if I found a cornerstone. What do you
Please,
think, Dave?
if you roll a nat 20, come
Oh
on,
my
Dave.
Gosh.
Roll geology.
I mean, I have
Like legit
I literally
ready
was
for
gonna have
this?
you do this earlier because it's funny, but I didn't want to make you actually do this.
I'm gonna give you guidance.
So I've got stone cutting. Whenever you make a history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient and double your normal proficiency.
Okay. So
To the
let's
check.
just say that you know where the stone came from. What is that going to do for you?
That gives
Stone
me,
work, like cornerstone.
That gives me guidance. What's guidance?
A D4.
Roll a D4 and add it.
So I got a 4, which means
But-
that puts me at a 29.
Okay. What is your intended effect? What is your desire? What do you want to have happen? Like in your mind.
This is gonna go real
I
south.
don't care how this goes.
I'm
great.
Okay. So as I turn from, because I've been studying this wall. I mean, I know this wall.
You know it really.
10 or
And
12
I'm-
seconds.
So as I turn to look, I see them coming this way. Okay, my reaction or whatever my action, I'm gonna go. Oh no, guys, run! I'm pulling.
Okay.
Can I smash it first before I pull any of it, or is that two different
It's
things?
probably under too much pressure for you to. I don't know. That's a good question.
Because
Let's say you found a crack and you knew what to exploit. So we'll just say that with a 29. So you found a crack. You take your halberd and you jab it into this crack. Just so, what is your intended action?
I'm expecting it
And
to
I will
crumble.
take that,
Into
and we will,
consideration.
and I'll take your desired action into consideration with what I have in mind.
Okay, my guess is that as this crumbles down, we will have to move out the door. So my goal would be, guys, move, and we're gonna take out all this door.
When he says that, can I use a bonus action? Since I have not used a bonus action,
What bonus action are you interested in doing?
giving 3 people 5 temp hit points and allowing them to use their reactions.
No, I won't allow that.
Because I'm guessing if this tower is gonna keep coming down, not all of it will crumble. I get it. But even if a portion of the first floor, or even part of the second, starts to
No, listen, you gotta bargain. You gotta say the whole thing's gonna fall over on top of them. He'll lowball you.
We're over here. We're over here. The concept of it falling that way doesn't work.
3 stories tall.
No, it's
right?
only 2 and a change.
I thought it was, okay. So then if it, I mean, that's a long.
Yeah, but that's that way. I'm not on this side to pull something out. If you think about it, if I pull something here and that's the cornerstone,
Yeah, I mean, it might
that's
fall.
actually at this
Cornerstone
tower.
is not really an issue from a standpoint of structural integrity. Cornerstone has to do with keeping things straight and plumb. A keystone in an arch would make things fall down and destroy. So I'm just
You just pull out one stone perfectly.
you're like, shink.
They built it off of this one. It is perfect.
Well, could he? Where one of the
So
windows?
it's so what you see is you see this stone. There's this there, and it has cracks and fissures in it. You can tell that it's been asymmetrically stressed, right? So you take your halberd and you jab it in there and you pry up with your larger than normal size strength, because I count as larger than the normal size. You jab your halberd in there, you press up, and you basically lever out, right? This half of a stone, right? It's not, it's not a perfect square. It's got a running crack. So you kind of jab your halberd in there, and you actually lever out a portion of this one stone. As you do that, you can see that there are multiple smaller running fissures, and that the removal of this portion of the stone creates kind of a running fault that you can see.
Oh.
Okay, so you see this running fault begin, and as you do that, you tell everyone, all right, everybody move. Right?
Right.
That's what you yell out. Now what are you doing?
I would like to, and since I see him as the closest, can I at all? I've already. I mean, okay. So my thought would be to kind of move and run. Whether I at least turn him.
He can hear you. It's up to him to move.
I'm starting to move.
You're not. You. In fact, roll me a. What is it that I want? What is it? I have a list.
Performance?
No.
Analyze.
No. Stop.
Hey, I'm
The
gonna-
tower turns into a
Hey,
giant girl.
Michael, I'm gonna touch you with resistance.
I don't know
It's
if
not
I
your
want
turn
you
now.
touching me.
Roll athletics.
You want some?
You're going to need a 13.
Oh man.
Is there advantage on this roll since I know it's coming?
You.
Do I get a reroll?
He's baiting you.
I got a 13.
Okay. So you
That's all you
just
needed.
Yeah.
you
I
just
wanted
happened
better.
you just happened to hold on to your halberd. You almost lost
I
it.
was gonna ask if it broke or anything. I
You
really
almost,
was.
It wasn't that much that broke, but it almost got buried. I mean, that's what was getting ready to happen. Because I mean, your turn's going to end. I'm just telling you,
did you keep a hold of it?
Right, that's
Right.
what I was gonna
So
ask.
you're
If
like,
it
run
broke,
back.
because that's a
And
lot
then
of
it's like
pressure.
as you're moving, you're like, run, and you're moving. Did you keep a hold of it?
So it didn't break, and I still have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's yours.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was gonna break. I
It may
thought
not have
about
been.
that.
It may not have been yours. Yeah. All right. That
Thanks
brings
for going
us.
with this BS. Makes
This
the game awesome.
that goes. Now it goes to Pandora.
I'm gonna.
You're next.
I'm going.
You're
to
not
here
gonna
today.
nothing.
No. I'm getting out of the way. That's all. I was making sure I was the right distance.
Pandora, you're next. What are you
So,
doing?
is there a plan to run down the hallway? Is that
You
what?
don't know what the plan is. You need.
All
to
you heard
just
was
do-
run.
Okay.
That's what
And
you
you
heard.
saw Ollie go past you.
And I just took off running.
You saw a giant flapping trunk come by.
Okay.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
I definitely did not run with finesse, so I agree with that.
Yeah. That's good.
Sad you're doing.
8.
Take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as his trunk slaps you in the face as it goes around the corner.
You're gonna kill us.
Just from these, yeah.
You don't
Never.
want to come up with crazy stuff. It's a 1d4.
Okay. I am just going to move
Everybody's
out of the,
people. Well, I'm not, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna move out the doorway and just kind of step out a little bit, and then head to my left and just kind of stop, like around that
okay.
area.
Here?
Yep, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Sounds great. All right.
I have to change your direction.
Let's
Your
see.
cadence.
That brings us to Zidova.
takes up your next. Yeah. So I hear that. I'm gonna run right through here,
There should be. I know how wide the hallway is.
It's like
Pretty
40
wide.
feet. 40.
like right after that. I want
Yeah,
to.
it's a great hall. It's 4 feet wide. It's
Okay.
where all the tables and stuff are.
Okay.
I want to shoot a firebolt at 3, and that misses. And second one, that is 17 to hit.
That hits.
3. Okay.
17 hit. Frog.
You will take 8 points of fire damage.
Oh.
The funny thing is we're only gonna kill lizard folk with this. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, almost.
They should have listened. I told them to run.
He's almost dead, but he's
Okay.
not dead.
Okay.
He's almost dead.
I'm gonna try to run around this thing if
You're
the cake
struggling
doesn't
like you-
keep.
that's what I was doing.
Well, the
It's
little
okay,
lid of
you're
this
running
thing.
out.
So
You're
yeah,
running
I'm
out.
basically gonna use my movement to run
So
back
you're
here.
around, okay.
Before can Borngray, like before I did this, can Borngray actually see me like line of sight?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like motion him like, or just say like what's, and then
Okay.
like run back here.
Okay. I like it's your turn.
Sweet beans.
I stay right here.
Yeah, so your turn. Yeah.
I'm just gonna huddle down.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna casually,
Casually? No, I told you to
very,
run.
very casually
Like to
sprint as fast as I possibly can over here. Also, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna go.
You're running.
Yeah, I'm
Just
just
like-
gonna run around the wall.
running like a chicken.
Watch the whole wall collapse and only come out like right here.
Oh yeah, no, 100% that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be great.
Just did nothing.
All right, it's your turn.
I am out. I am
You're
going.
just staying right there.
No, I'm gonna go because screw that mess. I'm gonna go to this side and I'm gonna grab and I'm just gonna into that doorway.
Where they are, or on the farther down. Are you going into this
Yeah,
doorway
where
or
they're
that
at.
doorway?
I'm gonna because I'm
Okay.
right above them.
He's saying this one or that one.
Yeah,
This one.
the left one. I'm just gonna, and then get behind
Okay.
there.
I need you to make an acrobatics.
Yay, acrobatics. 18 plus 5.
That's way more than plenty.
I do a full flip and
Yeah.
land.
Yeah, he's like, and then he like was running. He's like,
showing
and
off over
that's
here.
how you do it, boys and girls.
And I'm going to message Greyborn and say, call them off.
Okay. And you hear him message back, say, "You know I can't."
Vicious mockery.
Okay, what is that?
Go fuck yourself! Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. You got a 4.
Woo! He'll take 5 points of damage and have disadvantage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, if he's not gonna call them off, like, we're doing our thing that way. And then I'll just get behind.
Okay.
That'll be my
Alright.
turn.
Great. All right.
Did the wall fall?
He's debating what's happening.
No, rolling for. I just rolled for the wall.
Okay.
The wall, to some degree, is not going to stand because it is not. I got rolled a 9, so now I have to figure out how much is falling. What?
This wall over here.
Yeah.
The cracks are here.
Just like a few bricks just like
Yeah.
pop out.
Yeah, like they just randomly jump out. They're like, hey! Okay.
It turns to a giant gargoyle.
I didn't know if Derek needed fireball the tower.
Yeah,
So-
before I'll light it on on fire.
Blow it
Then,
up
yeah.
and shrapnel. He's a good try. Good thought.
I'll ask how everybody's doing. Oh, he never filled out the description part. That's why. Oh, you probably can't see description.
Yeah,
I,
I can't see it at all.
Sometimes I get stuff like right there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You might not know. I don't know. I was helping you out. I thought you did.
I-
Remember that happened?
You know, I just remember I
I
had
don't
in
know
my
if you
bag.
Okay, so what happens is the entire tower, okay? The entire tower, about 3 wall sections.
I'm
Okay.
gonna.
So for this 15 feet of this tower, or 30 feet, okay, falls out, okay? So you pretty much just escape, because it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, right? So this is 30 feet high,
Yeah.
and basically this wall section, these 3 where you pulled, it affected the wall section on each side, and that whole thing is falling out this direction. So this is now all difficult terrain.
All right.
I was making pebbles. It's not water, Dave.
It's all difficult terrain. You can kind of sort of crawl over it, right? But it's a few feet high. You know what I mean? You could use it as low cover. You know what I mean? If you were squatting, you could squat down behind it.
Shameless product placement.
Oh, hey, what is that? Is that a Reese's?
Yeah.
Oh, can I have one of those? Oh, delicious. Daddy happy.
We appeased the DM.
And you have advantage,
you
and
guys
you
were
have
good.
advantage.
Okay, I didn't know.
You and Logan went into that.
All right.
Yeah.
You hear more wubby sounds. You all hear more wub sounds.
Nice.
And all of a sudden, you see Born Grey inside the Great Hall.
Ooh.
Yep, so we're going to move this fight inside.
So we can just redraw right here, can't we? Would
Yeah,
there be
why
enough
not?
room for you?
Yeah, it'll work.
Or
I don't know.
Mr. Shirt.
A ricky-kicky-kicky.
Let's just assume.
I no longer want to be on that side.
We're gonna die.
So this is where we're drawing from that great hall where we moved the battle.
Man, I think I forgot.
Chopsticks.
Yeah. I didn't.
What?
Can you reach your nose with chopsticks?
Well, okay, okay, technically these are fries, but yes. When
I
Is
do
that
that
so
too.
you don't get their hands?
When I
Yeah,
haven't done it all the
it's
time.
called Chittle. Fun fact.
It has a name.
Yeah, Cheeto does. It's called Chittle.
Chittle.
Chittle?
I hope you chittle all over your hands.
Are those?
So what are you doing?
Those
You're
are
eating-
metal
You're eating hot
chopsticks?
fries
They
with
are.
Stainless-
chopsticks?
the
Wow.
stainless steel.
Yeah,
Oh, so okay,
Oh.
so it's kind of like the straws, the stainless steel straws.
this is the way to do it.
So it doesn't get all over your
Yeah.
hands?
I did it years ago. My mom thought it was a great
Hey, there you
idea.
go.
Yeah.
My whole family gives me hate, but now all of my siblings that eat these eat them with chopsticks.
I mean,
Because my
that
son
makes
eats
sense.
the extra hot and the triple extra hot Cheetos all the time. And of course, he's got like blood red hands.
So you
disgusting.
just carry chopsticks around for that reason?
Yep.
All right.
Always be prepared.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
he's got like
yeah.
a boss.
And if you like Cheetos, might as well.
All right,
That flavor's gross, but
all right. So Bornray runs in here.
it doesn't matter.
Fries
They're
are
gross.
different.
Nope. They're all gross.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of hot ones.
Correct.
But-
Regular Cheetos, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I cannot stand regular Cheetos.
Definitely not my first choice. Definitely not my first choice.
Cheetos?
Yeah.
I'm a Sun Chip fan lately.
I like some chips.
All right.
Garden salsa.
I haven't tried.
Garden salt.
He comes around the corner, and he launches a spell at you with the nat 20.
At me?
At you, a nat 20 in the
You're
back.
back, dude. I
Alright.
mean, he had an advantage on you with you being like
Apparently,
back.
He hits you with a firebolt.
He's going to.
Go down, clown.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think you're going down.
possibly.
Dave.
2d10.
We can heal you still.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you take 12 points of fire damage.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cornberries, they jumped across the. We redrew the hall.
Oh, they jumped over.
They walked out that door.
They came
We're
in
here.
this way.
There's
We're
a
there.
wall there.
There is
There's
a
a-
door right there.
I thought that went to the kitchen.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen. They be rolling that body.
Damn it!
Sorry. I already prepared for that. Like,
Oh, here we go.
Ha!
Who's the clown now?
I mean, it's there's a door further.
I know.
You know,
Further that way,
I
but-
there might
I know.
not be a door here. There might not be a kitchen there, Dave. I think they removed the kitchen before pre-battle.
They found the
They
crack.
just- they came
They
in.
studied the
They found the
stones.
stone. The kitchen is stone.
Inside, it was like Dream Maker, like Home Maker.
You know what James would like out of all
Dream
these?
Makeover, Home Edition, whatever.
Yeah.
They brought in Ty.
I have no idea what he eats.
It's
He eats sugar.
Volunteers.
I'll go
I
take
mean,
one.
he eats sugar. So if you're sugar. All right, so he doesn't cast anything at you.
All right.
I'm sorry, Dave. I was excited for you. You got a nap to me, dude. You should
Okay.
just save that roll for your
Well,
nap.
the
I think you
bullywug,
should just say it.
the bullywug is gonna throw a spear at you.
Okay.
At least we'll see what that does.
Okay.
And of course that didn't hit. No wait, I'm gonna use that 20 as the spear.
All right.
That's right. 'Cause it's like somebody has to hit you with something.
I'm gonna shield. I'm just kidding.
It's
I'm
not
just
20, it
kidding.
doesn't matter.
I know. It was you needed a 21.
Wait, where are you?
I'm back over here.
We finally let him shield.
Yeah. Just wait until my next level.
You're the one at the very back?
Derek's here with his back.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
If
so
you take more
you
damage.
you take 12 points of piercing damage.
We're not gonna be
Yep.
able to make
Because
another
of that
fight
20.
after this.
Oh,
Just
okay.
take a rest after this, you know?
He won't let us, and we're not gonna have this
In the
spell
middle of
sword.
the battle.
It's gonna.
It
Let's
just
all just-
means you're in Cantrip Valley.
Let's all just take a nap in the middle.
I
Of
can
the
sleep
battle.
where I want. I'm big.
They
Nobody's gonna
come
be
to a
moving.
field of poppies.
Because he's twice as big as anyone else when he goes to move. When I sleep, I'm twice as big as everyone else. I just lay down and I just spread out like a ball. Okay. Well, that really sucked. So,
Sorry.
yeah, it's y'all's turn, and Ollie, you're first. Yeah, I'm gonna take one of those.
Go for it.
I appreciate it.
I brought it for you.
Are these walls
Those are walls.
Study them.
No. That was not the end of my question. Are these walls
Not stone.
correct? Are they?
What is stone?
Are they more like?
They're wood.
Oh,
Those are. They look different. I mean, when I look at them,
So they're
they don't
flammable.
look like the stone walls. They look like those are wood walls.
does it look like something I
They are
could
flammable.
run and charge through?
No.
Yeah. I was really hoping that's what you were gonna do.
No, I mean, it's not like drywall.
That's what I'm thinking.
No.
I'm just picturing drywall. Like he would know what drywall is, but that's what I'm picturing.
And some wallpaper.
Drywall-esque.
When you look at this, like, timber frame vertically and boards, like hewn boards horizontally, almost like a log cabin-ish kind of thing.
Rude.
So I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm going to hit number 11 here.
Okay.
Gracias.
I'm going to swing with my halberd.
You don't have to hit him very hard. Just hit him. Because he's the one that, he's already taken some damage.
The one.
Does a 19 count?
It hits.
Okay.
Did you do 19 damage?
Negative, sir.
Oh, because if you did,
He exploded.
incoming
huh?
description.
No, I only did 11 damage.
That's definitely overkill. So, as you halberd this guy in twain, he was already, he already looked a little, damaged. And so rather than just finishing him off, you like poke through him and you like twist the knife and you like pick up through him. So you like stick him through the guts and then you like cut up through the half of
So
him.
he just
Because, well, his lower half isn't split.
No,
his
but
top
he's-
half is like split in two. There's like entrails and stuff that are caught, like wrapped around the back of the blade. As you pull it back, it's like all wrapped around the bottom of your halberd because you pulled his insides out.
So I'm gonna move here.
Uh-huh.
Am I able to reach him? If not,
I don't know why you wouldn't.
10 feet.
I just don't know with him how big he is. If he's 4 spaces or if he's
No, he's not large like you are. He's trying to be adjacent to you, basically adjacent to the door. Yeah, that's where he's trying to be.
okay.
Of course, he's not doing a very awesome job.
And I
of it
didn't need
'cause
to
he's
move from here
big and thick.
because that's 5, 10. I didn't want to move forward towards him then.
That's fine.
My goal wouldn't be to be in range of him.
I know you wanted to catch whomever is there and stay at
Yeah.
arm's length. I get that.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna take those same guts, swing it around, and try and slap him with that same
Gross.
thing.
Yeah. Tell him we don't have a choice.
Oh, it rolled off the nat 20.
Oh, you poor thing. Has
So-
rolled a 2?
Does a 19 hit? Well, that was with plus 5.
There's a 19
I had a 20, babe.
hit. I'm not sure if a 19 hits.
It's a different person. It's Gordon Gray.
Yes, you hear him scream in pain as you hack him with your sharpened
And I give him 6 damage plus guts.
6 plus guts. I'll give you one more. That's 7.
I just want to make him feel sick.
Somebody did like 5 or 6 last time.
With a...
I didn't hit him.
I don't
I
know.
don't know that anybody hit him.
I don't think he's been.
Jordan,
No.
when you were
I
up
hit,
here,
I hit the
did-
ground.
did you do something at Born?
Oh,
Oh,
vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vicious
so he's
mockery.
got
Yeah.
disadvantage.
With his disadvantage.
Yeah.
Was it like 8? Like
It
8
was
damage?
5.
5.
But he's got disadvantage.
Yeah. Take this, you hat. He doesn't have
So
to
that
attack
20
us.
wouldn't have been.
That's true. But
Yeah.
my second roll was a 19. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
The
let you
world
have the
will
20.
go.
I think 20 was perfect.
20 was.
I'll allow it.
The DM has declared it's good enough. I'm letting you tear down walls. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll use the remainder to hide here.
You're not really hiding, but I appreciate that you're moving over there. When somebody watches you move that way, you're not really hiding. I'm just helping you.
Is cantrip
You could have
point
cover.
action?
Maybe cover.
From your perspective as a melee character, having hacked at 2 people, yeah.
It's a cantrip point. What possibly could it do?
What could it possibly do except like sheep them all?
No, it's not going to do that.
Okay.
It,
would
let's
only
see,
fog up the whole area.
Pandora, you're next.
Okay. I'm going to move behind me,
Good session.
and so that's a doorway. The 5-inch gap right
Yep,
there.
that is
That
a
is
doorway.
this.
Yep,
Okay.
it's actually it's actually
It's
10.
10?
It's actually a
It's
10-foot door.
This
Okay.
guy right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
then
is
that's
correct,
on
he's
the
not
other
lying.
side of it, right?
You want to go to this side?
No. I'm just saying that's the other
Yes.
side.
You're.
right? Okay.
We're all right there. Yes.
So, I'll move closer to the corner, back left corner,
Yep.
on the other side. Hop. Yep.
So you were here. How much
Yes.
movement do you have?
30. And I'll stop. Right. Nope. One more.
In
Yep.
the corner.
No, go ahead. Wait. Can I go to the corner?
You're here.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
5, 10,
10,
15, 20, 25, 30. So you
yeah.
can go to there,
Okay.
or you can go to here.
No, I went the corner. And I'll be good there.
You.
Okay. Let's see. That puts us to.
Painted this really well.
Thank you.
I like
I
the
think
sword
that
that you did.
means Thylac is next.
I put a little bit of detail on it. See that?
You don't have any.
I know. I didn't
We're in
know
Great
my
Hall,
eyes.
right? Where
I
tables and
know,
stuff
buddy.
are? Okay.
Every time I.
I'm not worried about it being difficult terrain, but
Yeah.
Like,
you can get up and down on a table or a chair or whatever.
I can see Horngrave from there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm
Yes,
gonna
you
use, Toll
Awesome.
of the Dead.
Toll the Dead. Yep. I hear it. And what is that, a wisdom save?
Yep, 14.
Some of that's starting to come off on the underneath, I know.
Nat 20, baby.
I know.
Nice.
Dang. Well,
He's like, get your bells out my head, boy.
You see her sword.
Wait, tell him it doesn't have to be this way.
Oh, you.
Oh wait, no,
I
only
added
to
detail
only
to
listen
it.
to him.
The little striations on it.
Oh, you're talking about at the hilt.
No, like on the sword itself.
Yeah, there's like black.
I made like little
Oh,
striation
yeah.
marks on it.
Yeah,
It's been used.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's blood stain.
I'm going to then use Firebolt on him.
Okay.
It's a 20 total.
That hits.
Figured.
So far, we
And
haven't found the floor.
Is this camera still on?
You hit him with an 18.
Yeah.
then 2d10.
Nice.
Doing good.
So that's the
4 damage.
4? Oh, I was like,
It was a warning shot.
Yeah.
I was like, if he was like 14, I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Okay. Zadova.
Fireball.
Definitely could happen.
No, I'm not. I'm going to shut him down, though. Well, to a degree.
Killing spree.
Godlike.
Kill Death Billionaire. You know,
I'm definitely going to have to get some of those and take those to Logan. Go, here, use chopsticks. Don't get your hands messy.
I'm going to cast Silence.
It's certainly a lot more classy way to eat a bag of Chester's flaming
is
hot
classy.
fries.
It's
You know.
fun.
I'm going to cast Silence
It's a nice combo.
right here.
and don't judge me too.
So a 20-foot radius circle.
Oh, wow.
He
Okay.
is silenced. in that
Nice.
circle.
So when he screams in agony, we can't hear it.
And he can't cast
That is
spells
not
that are
possible.
verbal.
Okay, so you're saying you cast it on a location, right?
Right, right.
How about
Okay.
Mr. Peanut?
I tend to find
No, it's fine.
So,
We're good.
okay.
We're good. I got you.
How about Mr. Peanut? He's not classy. He's
So.
just a regular peanut in the suit.
And that is it, I think. Yeah.
That is quite the area effect. Okay. Wow. Senric.
I would like to go and climb underneath one of the tables to where I can still view the doorway.
You don't want to get in that 20-foot if you're...
No, I'm
Okay.
right back there. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm hiding. Hopefully, I get
Okay.
some cover out of this.
Mhm.
I can see number 4, that frog, right?
Yeah, are you doing like ankles pew pew? You're like,
Yeah, I'm under the thing. I'm just doing one of these.
ankles pew
Here,
pew.
this will be under a table.
Perfect.
There you go.
Um,
That's fantastic.
Within the cone
The
of silence.
order of operations.
Yeah.
I get 2 cantrips, right? So can I do one and then hold my other one.
So you do 3 next time?
No. Like hold it to where if
Reaction.
okay.
No, you can set a reaction to describe it, and then if that happens, then you can do it, or you do your action. Like,
Can you set the cantrip, your second cantrip, as your reaction?
No,
Okay.
not unless you
Like if he just uses one,
Let's see, that'd be like.
and then
you
instead of
taking-
doing his second one, he's using his reaction as his second one.
That's what I'm going for.
Right, I don't unless a cantrip can be cast as a reaction.
Okay.
Some can.
Okay.
Because there are
Not-
cantrips that are reaction cantrips.
Okay.
Right.
So
No,
in that state, absolutely you could.
But it's not. But you're saying just not. You can't just.
I'm not letting you do that because you already have cantrips that are specific for
Okay.
reaction cantrips. And if I do that, then devalues the ones that, because like shield is a reaction
Right.
cantrip, right?
Well, it's a spell.
Spell, whatever. There's stuff that runs
Costs
in.
more slots, though.
Right.
Just saying.
Okay.
I
It's just curious.
No,
I
I
see
appreciate
what he was asking. That's why I was trying to ask.
no, I get.
Right.
I think you should just do your worst. Bring it.
I don't want to kill him.
Oh,
Yeah, we do.
I'm killing him.
You
But
want
we
to
are not.
kill Bullywug?
Oh no, Crayborn.
Great
Oh,
one. He
kill him.
deserves it. Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, I'm.
What?
He put a bomb in his pocket when he was out of the room. Is it time to go off yet?
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Derek.
No, he put one of those. I thought he put a poison thing.
No, he didn't.
Poison
Oh.
things are above the doors.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh.
got. That's what
No.
got the.
You have a poison thing. You have a poison thing.
Okay,
and-
Oprah,
no,
calm down.
you don't. I took yours.
Yeah.
You two have one.
Yeah.
What did we? What poison?
The hallucinogenic.
I don't have one.
No, I took yours.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had.
I'm just
one.
kidding.
Okay, I'll. Sacred Flame yellow.
I think you said.
14. Dexterity.
Yeah. Said.
Okay.
Well, yes. Because I have minuses on some things, and so I can't remember. He's got big fat legs. Hops like a beast.
Are there doors? Is there a door to this?
Or is it an entryway open?
I'm sure there technically is a door, but it's not closed right now.
What? That's fine. I would like to know. There's a door.
Sure.
Is it on our side or their side?
Like which way would it open?
Right. That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
asking.
I don't know.
That's
So
fine.
we're gonna do odds and evens.
I've got minor illusion, so I'm gonna. If it's on our side, I'm gonna minor illusion pretend the door is closing on them.
Okay. Odds or evens. You get to choose which direction it is.
Evens.
Evens. Fine. You get to choose which way you want it.
It's on our side.
Great. The door is on your side.
The door is on our side. I'm gonna cast minor illusion as the door closing.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
And I'll be like, guys, I closed the door.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
Great. So, a few seconds later, you see Born Gray's hand kind of reach through.
That's what I was hoping for.
Reaches through the
Does that
door.
allow me to react?
Cut his hand off.
I don't think his hand is really a full entry.
It's 5 feet. He's
He's got 10 feet of.
right.
he's a
He probably
huge-
moved over one to try and grab the door.
I'm
so
just saying, even if he didn't, I mean, it's not.
Isn't inspection an action?
No, he's not inspecting.
Oh.
He's going to touch it. He's
Okay.
trying to.
It'd be a
whirl
word.
that.
I'm trying to cut his hand off.
I understand, but you can't set a reaction that way. If I see a hand, I cut it off. All right.
Good. I mean, that's very specific.
All right. So you see this hand
Any hand. Just if I
walk
see
through,
one,
push through this door, and then you hear
goes back to the hand.
Pandora. You hear some cursing.
No,
So,
it's silent. We don't
Yeah,
hear
I
anything.
can't, he can't make
Everybody-
any
Silent.
noise. I
That's right.
cast silent.
And she can't hear anything either because she's in the silence.
So we
And
just see this
You
hand.
can't-
and we don't hear.
hear anything.
and you can't hear anything either. So to you, it's just you just see a hand
Yeah.
go.
He's just doing. Hand signals.
So his hand is
He
reaching
can't even hear his own
Through the
person.
doorway,
Okay.
because he thinks there's a door there.
Right.
So you kind of,
Okay. So
And now he knows it's an illusion.
yeah, he knows it's
He
an
knows.
illusion.
okay.
Yeah, but he can't hear
The
his own
others don't
person.
yet.
Right. So what I'm gonna choose to do is take my sword and cut off his hand.
You can't.
You can't.
Oh.
If you set your reaction to that, you
Uh-huh.
could.
But we didn't know Jordan was going to do that.
Oh.
So we
Okay. Well, I'm not going to then.
Well, he moved in.
Into the bullywogs, it looks like he just phased through a door.
Like, he just walked through and the door's still shut.
Yeah,
it's
like a
still-
wizard.
like.
Actually,
they can't. Yeah.
Mm,
All right. So he walks in here.
Like
He's
he's
still-
Speed Racer.
I see what you
Finally.
did, Dave. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Let's see.
I'm
What
just
he,
kidding,
well, how would he notice? I'm just trying to say.
Would that be a
Walked
reaction
in.
for you? Opportunity of
He
attack
would probably notice,
if he passes him.
I'm guessing one of those two.
Yeah, that probably makes more sense. That he would walk to this direction and not be paying attention to his
Would that be
sights.
an opportunity?
I think
Not for me. Because he's not out of my. He's never
He's
moved
still-
out of my
he's-
range. He's
right,
still in my
he's
10.
still in
no,
his
but
range.
you. But they did too. Never mind. Sorry.
What?
All
I
right.
was thinking of an
he is
aggro
going
table. I thought you were the last to on
Okay,
him.
so Born Grey is going to take a pokey poke at the
I
Phylac.
did. I'm pretty sure I was.
He hit him with a firebolt.
Oh yeah, he did. So
So-
he would have been.
Yeah.
He would have seen us. He never would have seen Pandora.
Right.
Right.
Sneak attack damage? Yeah. You're not a rogue.
Let's see.
sneak up.
We do have a homebrew thing of advantage.
You know, he knows. He's played with me.
Good on.
I do that a lot now. Like,
From Hawaii.
Okay.
After
A
you-
19 hits Thylac, right?
Yeah.
I do that all the time for being there. Like just.
Oh, but he has disadvantage.
he does.
I gave him disadvantage.
Oh.
No.
Oh, no, you did.
I-
No, I gave the other.
Okay,
yeah.
so with my disadvantage, never mind, because my second roll was a 6. Okay, so that
Because it
was
was just on your first attack.
I know, so
now
it's
you
on that one. Now he's going to attack again with his longsword,
Sweet.
and he missed with that
Oh.
Yeah.
because, well, a 12 doesn't hit, does it?
It would be. It's okay. We need our health for the other fight later on.
Okay. No, the bullywugs don't know what's going on. What's their
Intelligence.
intelligence? -2.
They would be like,
Now,
"Door."
is it explain silence? Like, if they make sound, could you hear it since you're outside of silence? It just inside that it's like
inside
sound
that
just doesn't even
can't
exist.
pass through it, can't come out of it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So like thunder damage is not effective inside of that.
Great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're immune to thunder damage.
That's amazing.
But don't you? But you still take the force damage, the push.
Yeah, you would take force damage, but not thunder.
I'm just saying. No, I mean, if you were inside of a silence,
Yeah.
and you do thunder wave, you wouldn't take the damage, but you would be pushed out.
Well, if thunder wave requires a verbal component, then you wouldn't even be able to cast it. Because you're inside that cone.
Oh,
No,
you're
I would
right.
still be able to because I have what is it?
Yeah, as long as it
Subtle
doesn't have
spell.
the verbal.
Because I
part
can
of it.
basically override silence.
That's cool. All right. So, yeah, that's that, and that brings us back to Ollie is first. So Ollie, you're up.
I'm just gonna swing at homeboy here.
Tell him it didn't have to be this way.
You couldn't tell him. Couldn't take.
I know.
He's just talking to him. And he's like,
Oh.
he's confused like a
His
gargoyle.
trunk is just in his ear, like
Yeah.
trying to whisper.
Giving him little.
Okay, well,
Cool.
24 does hit. I didn't move to be in range of advantage. I should have, but got
Actually-
24, and I did 12 damage.
Woo! See, I tried doing something cool without doing damage with the illusion. It was. I love that you're like his hand just comes through. Like that's really what I was hoping for.
Well, that's what you were like. What's the door shut? I'll do that. Oh.
Yeah, like you're like why? And I'm like, I just want to see a hand. We'll use that later on. And I chop.
Okay, what else you do?
smote him.
Swinging again. What are you doing? You like trying to lick the blood off your?
Yeah. To intimidate him.
Put the ball bearings here.
Oh my gosh. Holy shit.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
4 more damage. So he got
I'll
16
make the
damage in total.
pencil and paper.
There's too much stuff going on for me to actually try to build it in the app.
Yeah.
This is a dynamic. Like, I already have the story in my mind. We're playing the story out. So, yes, they're
Just
dice
the
rolls.
way you imagined.
No, not at all the
Cornerstone
way I
wall,
managed.
actually.
Yeah, no, not at all the way I imagined. But there
You've
are
adapted
like I said,
really well.
there's
no.
certain story beats that I expect to have happen.
That's exactly what I figured what was going to happen. I'm
I'm
like, it's
glad.
going to be just enough towards...
All right, Pandora, you are up.
Okay.
It's your box. Get it?
Sorry, I blocked you with the other wall.
Oh, it was cool.
Stop throwing up balls, okay? You need to move more
It's
out.
better than throwing shade.
Yep.
I mean, would throwing a wall do both, though?
Only if the sun's shining. He's not that bright.
Because we're indoors.
And
I'm under table.
It felt
I feel like I'm
a
stuck in a
reflex.
glass case of motion.
Yeah.
What is your choice?
Well, my
What
foot
do
is
you
like
do?
Okay.
down here,
I'm gonna
so
come
it's
up
like
behind
really
him,
swingy.
Yeah, you are.
and then
Advantage.
Surprise damage?
Sure. I'm gonna swing my sword. Come at him
Sideways?
behind the neck.
Great.
Ooh.
Roll you get to roll with advantage because of your
So-
tactical position.
Michael?
And you roll that twice. You get to roll that again.
That's gonna touch it.
Oh. 19.
That
not-
definitely hits.
Okay.
19.
Not
Yes.
natural though.
Not now.
Yeah, that's still.
You get a crit on a 19. I
But
think.
not
Natural.
on.
I think on her she did.
Hold on.
Only if it's
If
natural.
only, yeah.
Stop. She has to actually roll a 19 or a 20.
20.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have a. This is a combined. This is after your
Right,
bonus.
yes.
Then it hits.
Okay. And then. 11.
11 damage.
Yes.
Hmm.
Her eyebrows like, and?
He's hurting.
Do you want to hit him again?
I can do that, right?
Yep.
You can do whatever
You
you
sure
like. It's
can.
D&D.
It's like really on 19.
You still have a second
Wow.
reroll anyway. See if you get a 20.
Not sorry.
Yeah.
It's an angle pointing straight up.
Look at it from my point of
No.
view.
No,
I'm
no,
not-
it would have
I'm-
stopped on. It would have rolled to a 19. I'd say you can reroll.
That's
You get to re-roll it
I'll take a picture and send it to
with
you.
advantage. Just re-roll it with
Okay.
advantage. You get to roll it twice.
17.
So roll one more time.
Now
Okay,
roll it
so-
again.
Does that mean you reroll that?
11.
So 17. Go with the 17.
So 17. You get advantage. So yes, it hits.
Okay. And then.
Sorry, sister.
Here. 7 damage.
I only did 18 damage to him. Jeez.
Yeah, only.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So you see him as you
Do not have a whole lot of
cut him from behind,
Mm-hmm.
and you go back to decapitate him.
Mm-hmm.
You see that your sword kind of half gets caught in his neck,
Mm-hmm.
and he falls down to one, and he's like his head kind of turns up, and his eyes kind of loll around.
Mm-hmm.
He's not moving very much, and you can see that he is just a hair's breadth away.
Right.
You didn't quite get the angle you wanted to take his head all the way off.
It doesn't have to be this way. From under the table. Like, he's low enough to where he can see me hiding under
Right,
there.
right. He's falling down, and he's down like, and he sees your hands, and he's like, "I thought it did have to be this way." He doesn't say anything because
Right.
he's standing in silence.
I cast a
In
message
shame.
and send him out.
Didn't have to be.
and
This
then tell him 1,000-year dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that
it's
brings
my
us to Zadova.
All right. I'm gonna remove my silence.
It doesn't have to be.
You're just gonna drop silence?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he wouldn't be able to know. He wouldn't be able to say like, he wouldn't be able to respond really to anybody or say anything to
Yeah,
anybody.
he can talk to him. Because if he can respond
Well,
in
message,
the
yes,
mind.
but if he's
But if
trying
it's
to
not
mutter
like-
anything out loud, he wouldn't be able to say it. And then I'm gonna reach down
Boot stomp him.
and
Is
I'm
there a
gonna
curb
use,
anywhere? Because I'd like to curb stop this guy and knock his teeth out.
Yeah, I need a dex save.
He's your friend.
Nope,
He's your
15.
15.
He's
Okay.
an elf.
Oh,
So
wait,
he made
17.
it, but there's So he made it, but there's fire there. And he can't. And then I'm gonna reach down and touch him with my hand and say, "You are my brother, Anakin. You are the chosen one." And you shocking grasp with an 18 plus 7, and he'll take 2d8 lightning damage. So
We're
8
murder
8
hobos.
lightning damage.
Okay, so what you see is reminiscent of Return of the Jedi. You actually see, lightning flow from your hands through this guy, and you kind of get these brief flashes of spine and skull and bones and ribs as you flash through his shoulder, and then you can see kind of a smoke, kind of like you instantly evaporated all of the sweat off of him. So like a steam, you see this dancing visual light show across his bones, and then a steam kind of starts to rise above him, and he falls to the ground.
As he's casting it, I want to message him in the greatest, Palpatine voice, yes, hear the hate flow through you.
And I'll message back. Do it.
Do it, young Padawan. Show me your true strength.
Do it. No, he responds, "Unlimited power!" Oh, golly. All right. Drelmore Morngrave falls, not charred, but certainly
We didn't even give him the option to faint.
not.
He's dead.
He's not doing too hot. He's on.
Hey,
Or he's doing too hot.
Too hot.
I was gonna
Too
ask him
hot,
to change his
baby.
ways,
Too hot.
and he said it has to be this way. So, per me,
He didn't stop either.
Nope.
He didn't hold
I
back.
didn't.
I have no quorums with this.
Yeah.
I'm just cleaning chopsticks. You know how it is.
I'm not going to stab you in the neck with these pointy metal things at all or anything like
I'm
that.
just gonna go for the ear, you know?
All right.
Yeah, if he wanted to live, he would have done
Yeah,
something
but
different
juice are
there.
useful.
20. Oh, I'm 530.
Like he
Are you
definitely
implying
finish
he
my limit.
Wanted to die.
Yeah, because
Are you
we were supposed to
implying
help him.
Suicidal thoughts.
We were helping him.
No, we were supposed to help him.
Yeah,
we
and
said
then he
to
came.
make him look real.
He lied to me and told me that he was gonna hold back in a sense, but
Kind of
kept
like
coming.
the gargoyles.
Yep. Such is life.
I tried to give him. I was like, "What are you doing?" Try to give him a chance.
All right. So you can remove him from the battlefield.
Yes. I'm sad about that.
You still hear fighting and stuff out in the courtyard. This is still somewhat going on. There are more people,
Since I'm
more bullywugs.
fairly hurt, I'm just gonna do the worst job getting out of here.
Okay.
So there's
You
chairs
hear-
chairs just.
You hear what you hear? Guys?
Silence. No.
I
longer
dropped
can.
silence.
Oh, okay. You drop silence. Okay. I need
So that I can
I
get
need
back.
everyone to make a perception check.
I'm gonna go with his. So I'm at 10.
It's an 18.
17.
Didn't hear. 'Cause
Yes.
I was too close to the chairs making
What
noise.
did you roll?
Mm-hmm. It was like 7.
You-
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
too
perceptive.
excited about seeing a guy die the way he died. You're like, that was awesome.
I do want to do something before we move or do anything though.
Ludas boots.
Nope.
And Pandora, what do you roll? 12. You probably can hear it. You definitely did.
Okay.
You hear this kind of bullywug, wub-wubbing sound, and then as you hear those wub-wub sounds, you then start hearing increased. You wouldn't really call it cheering, but encouragement in Draconic. Well, it doesn't matter what language it is. What I'm saying is, it's like the tone of voice, right? So you're hearing some web sound, then all of a sudden you can tell that the lizard folk have kind of renewed enthusiasm toward the fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know of another way to describe it, because not all
A
of you
battle
understand.
cry or a war cry.
Yes, but it's a general enthusiasm. It's not like one person yelling, right? It's like all of them. Their enthusiasm has increased.
Do you have Mage Hand? I'm the only one with it. Cool. I would like Mage Hand another one of those poison bombs that we have.
Okay. I'll give you.
Sweet. I will just... and it's just going to rest in that Mage Hand.
Okay,
And just stay 30 feet next to me till I need it.
okay, that's cool.
Does Borgray have any significant rings or anything on him?
Oh, are you going to loot the body?
Yes.
Good to know.
I just was expecting Derek to, so...
I figured I'd give somebody a chance.
Okay.
First time for everything.
I was just gonna.
Your role still is there to
Yeah.
outshot me, but loot's free for all. Anybody can do that. Hey, what is mine's yours.
That's what I mean. I've got a
What's
bunch
yours
of
is
stuff.
mine.
I mean, I've
What's
still
mine is mine.
Give
What's
out
yours
the-
is mine.
the other stuff.
It's true. Everything is Dave's.
All your hope belong to me.
I do want to note I only have a minute with this mage hand, so I'm definitely gonna just
Shut the
Where are you planning on going?
when we need to, we're gonna do it.
Are we going
We
down
can put them in the bag of holding.
Ooh, what?
The poison things. That way they don't bust.
Well, they each have one in their backpack wrapped up in a nice things.
Would it be?
You see that flicker?
Okay, so from my understanding, I'm not sure. That's part of my thing is I don't know. Yeah, I did. I saw
It
it.
just did it again.
Yeah.
That was weird. There's a certain thing that I've been intending to be found, and so, but I can't tell if Thalix already found it or not.
I don't want to ask what it is, but
If you mention it to us,
I don't
it
have any
sounds
magic
familiar.
items, so you can give me something.
Well, I don't know if any of the stuff I have is
Right.
for you or for Thylac or.
We found.
I know the vials are for Thylac.
I have a mysterious book, 2 bottles of ink, paper. You found.
I found more vials.
You have a mysterious book?
I do.
5.
That's what I need to know.
Okay.
I have.
And you have the thing that I'm.
Yes, because you said I was looking in the library for a certain, like, I know Thylac knows Arcana, and I was like, I want to find a book of that. That's the only thing I'm looking for.
Yep. Then you have the thing.
White sphere, parchment, and
Then you do have it, because I thought I was like, do you have this or do you not have this?
glass rod, packet of little twisted wire, bag of holding, magic rod, triangle shaped box.
I was just looking on his hands to see if there were
Triangle
things.
shaped box.
And I got that from
Don't open that.
I think. Yeah.
That's where Ganondorf lives.
Mm.
He lives in Triangle
shall
shaped box.
not open this box.
You find the only thing really that you find is
Boots!
there is a dagger of some kind
on him that seems kind of an ornate-ish handle in the grand scheme of things.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't look like just any other, you know.
It's bedazzled.
Yeah, it has some bedazzling on the hand, basically. I guess that's the best way to say it.
I have to take more dexterity soon.
Okay. And you find 2 potions of healing.
Okay.
I've got 14 AC. I don't want to hear it.
The more decks I take, the more.
Did he have any rings with seals on it, or anything that would give,
Ooh, good. Good pull.
like, something significant that would be about his person that we'd recognize? Something of influence, kind of.
Thank you.
Don't.
Stop it.
I'm trying to see if there's anything described like that.
And you said I get 2 healing potions?
Yes.
You're doing a good job of playing Thylac as Thylac would play.
Okay.
I concur.
I don't know, I disagree.
Fuck me.
You don't want that,
You,
Suck an egg.
old man.
I don't know. He might. He's got those wisdom saving throws.
No, there's everything else that I think has been that is,
Saving throws too.
as I understand, that is important. I think I've already described all of those things.
You could, whatever was in the wardrobe that turned to acid could magically be found.
Nope. Love you.
Cool.
That's a one trick pony.
So he's
I
just
wish-
laying there right now? Is he still... I'm chopping off his hand.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Because
Did
you
you
wouldn't
want-
let me do it before. I was going to take it with me.
Yeah.
Throw it out the bullywog. Be like,
I would like to throw it through the door at these guys.
that's what I
Do
did
it.
with the head wall.
Okay.
Great.
I was totally getting ready. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Like, ugh.
That's a big oof.
Quick.
Yeah. Gotta.
Earthquake!
Yeah. Ooh. I'll mess with little Johnny all of a sudden.
Yeah, I do want
There
to...
you go.
Oh, because I'm a dad?
Yep.
You know, I don't know if I could do
Yeah,
that.
you're milky.
As a paladin, I don't think I would do that. It's one thing to kill him.
You already did it.
You, okay.
You cut his hand off. You're throwing it out.
Oh, I thought you were doing his head.
So am I still one size larger when concerning objects?
Sure.
Just kidding. So I got a 17, so I think 19
Okay.
was my throw.
Where do you want to throw it? Where would you
I
like
would
it to land?
like to have moved here and just...
Bold it.
And I knew where he was last. Because I'm assuming I can't see through that, right?
Correct.
I'm just launching it through that door,
Well,
hoping to hit him.
yeah. How does that work? If you know it's an illusion?
If you know it's an illusion, you don't see it. Right?
See, does that? Yes.
No, you would see it. You just know it's going to go through it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I wouldn't
still an
necessarily see the
illusion.
other side. It's still an illusion, but I know it's an illusion.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because that's how I envision it. Like, yeah, you know it's not an illusion anymore, but it's still there.
Okay.
I need to add. Sorry, I'm
You
trying
just
to
hear
this
quite a
healing
commotion
potion.
out in the yard. Slightly more cheering. What sounds like excitement.
That's me trying to get out from under the table.
Oh yeah.
This came up with potion of healing greater. Was there?
You just
another
have to
way?
type in healing, not potion.
Okay, I couldn't remember what we did. There we go. I found it. Thank you.
Okay. So where are you going? Are you looking outside to see what's going on? Are you
I could use
gonna
one
head
of
somewhere,
those.
or are you going somewhere?
No one is attacking you.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You've not had anyone come through that illusion.
That's fine.
on those potion of healings, who's hurt? Who wants one? Okay, I'm gonna hand you one.
Pandora, use the other.
Yeah.
Do you want the other one?
So it's 1d4. Oh, she means
It's-
2d4 plus your con mod.
Correct.
Wow, I don't know why I didn't
I'm gonna
notice
hand this
already.
over
He
this
has
thing.
2 potions of healing.
2d4 plus what now?
Plus your con modifier. Or constitution is, whatever that
Right.
plus is.
Okay.
We're up to half again, baby.
9.
Up, down, up, down, up, down. Since we started this shindig.
For healing, right?
Yep.
So I don't know what happened with this hand going through yet.
No.
All right. So
You hear some frightened wub sounds, some more frightened wub sounds, and you hear increased cheering.
So now that we're getting ready to move, let's go peek through the illusion.
This elevator face.
Truck first, and then they throw a spirit in your trunk.
I just like this from their perspective. His hand goes through, his
trunk comes
body goes
through.
through, his hand comes out.
His paw goes through. Okay.
Yeah,
Is there
I'll
anything?
peek
Is
through
there
that.
anything there?
I'll peek through that.
You peek through there.
And, like,
Um,
I'm trying to make my
you-
face as flat as possible.
You see an
So,
empty. You see an empty room. Effectively.
guys, it's clear. as
I'll
far as I
dispel
know.
my illusion.
Okay.
Mage hand. Let's start to walk in. Which way do we want to go? Do we want to go out
Are
in
you
the
going
courtyard
back
and see what's
to
there?
That's what I'm saying. Are you going back to the courtyard, or are you going somewhere else?
Do we care about all the fighting that's going on out in the corridor?
No.
No, we need.
Unless we just want to level this place because they are cultists.
Because our
I'm
goal
just
is to
saying.
start it
down.
and move on.
Wait, there's 3 people here that we need to kill.
Yeah,
Born Grey,
One's
one's
down.
left. Well, we
Born
think
Grey,
he went to the basement.
Resmir,
Resmir?
and Astropants.
Where's he?
He may have gone to the. He may have gone to the basement,
No,
We haven't
or he may have
seen
been
it.
there. I don't know.
Seen him.
Yeah,
You're right. You have not seen him.
yeah, I know.
Send him a message real quick. See if you can see him. You there?
Get out here!
I have to be able to see him. I don't have the message spell. Sending spell. Sending is the one.
Why don't I use my familiar to go just look out at what's going
Good
on?
idea.
I could
Because we
peek
can
out
just
this.
walk.
We heard
I've
cheers,
got
yeah,
a
we can
minute. We gotta
peek out
move.
there. I think we go back down to our original plan. Because are we
Are
done
you
in
going to
time?
go look out, or are you not going to look out? You're up to. It's up to you. You seem curious. Do what you want.
No. I will.
Are we
I'm
done?
I'll go
asking
with you if you
someone
want.
else to do
I'll
it
go with you.
because we need people who can dodge stuff,
Well,
and my face can't.
I'm pulling out the quest log real quick, and I know
I'm
we had a quest to
hiding
go
so
back
I
and
don't
get
take any
items.
damage.
We had a quest to kill
Well, if
people.
your familiar can see, then we can. I mean, just wait till familiar checks, and then go.
But he can literally look from
Oh,
where
yeah.
he's
Yeah,
standing.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
realize that whenever I
He
said
can
that.
literally
So I'm
see
gonna do this and peek.
out
Okay.
in the courtyard.
What am I looking
Okay.
at?
So as you see that, you seem to see. No, you see. You see very few bullywugs. Most are dead. You see kind of a cheering fighting force of the lizard folk. Okay, in here. And you see Borngray's arm sitting over here outside.
Those are all lizard folk.
These are all lizard folk, and they're quite handily pushing back the bullywugs.
Okay.
And Borngray's cuff hand is out there in the.
Guys, I see the hand I threw. Somehow it went that way.
Now, these are dead.
I don't know what portal door you put here, but it went that way. I threw it this way.
I'm trying to think metagame, like out of this, how
Did the hand get there?
How involved do I feel that these guys are to the cult?
They have no interest, to remember.
Is that what it is? Like,
They're giving-
like
Oh, what do you
real,
remember?
What do I remember?
You know that the lizard folk really just want everyone to leave so they can go back to worshiping the dragon
The
that
black dragon.
supposedly lives here in the mirror.
Yeah.
Remember, there's a magic dragon.
Right, I remember him. I'm waiting for him to just come in just at random at some point. Like, I just feel like that's totally a thing.
I think they're right now giving him a hand.
So
Dave, you just hung up.
that's a good one. I'm just gonna hit up Vold it real quick and say right now everything that has transpired, people helping the cult are a part of the cult, so please don't be mad at me for this, and I'm just gonna mage hand the poison right there.
Okay.
And then we're gonna just run the other direction.
Okay.
Because I'm just like,
Hold on.
if I can get them to kill each other,
Yeah,
there is less people to help the cult.
yeah.
I understand.
And their black dragon worshippers.
But I also, like, I feel really bad about this, and I feel like I'm probably gonna be punished later. Volvid is, like, I'm going out on a limb here.
If he's against what the cult is doing, though, I wouldn't think. I mean, I don't know.
Right, but innocent bystanders are not.
Okay.
Like, I am very conflicted about doing this, but then I'm also like, these guys have been helping, and if there's
Yeah.
another dragon they're worshipping, it could ultimately lead back to this.
Yeah.
So repercussions are probably going to come later for me.
Okay. So what?
I'm okay with it.
Where are you putting it?
Right here to just get as many people as
I
possible.
understand what you're saying.
Like,
I gotta do this.
and I want to
Yeah,
make
good,
sure it's
good.
like crop dusted to everything.
So that was mine, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do we want to use more?
We have two more. I'd rather just.
I mean, I don't know if is it a wide enough radius to.
It's a hand.
It's the mage hand.
It's not a puff of smoke.
I'm making. Essentially, I am causing murder. That
You
does
don't know
not
anything.
sit well. Per what?
You poisoned them.
Oh yeah.
It's their fault if they die.
Oh, I have no idea what this stuff does.
Yeah.
Last time it turned the bullywugs into believing big frogs, there might be lizard thinking there's big alligators.
Or they're all just gonna come straight to us.
They're gonna be screaming out doing that all over again.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm still trying to.
And if
find-
so, I am standing here on guard. I'm gonna run back that way if I see any coming at us.
Let's all just hang out on the wall. Take a short rest,
It's
maybe, Dave.
hallucinogen.
Sorry,
I don't know
I'm
that.
Why do you not know that?
Because I was invisible the entire time that happened. Upstairs looting.
I thought you were.
Nope. Zenric has no idea what this stuff does.
So you just chucked it out.
So I don't feel as bad, because I think it's just poison. But I still feel bad for poisoning people. Like... Ouchie, my man.
You like this.
Sorry, it's a lot. I'm just trying to track a bunch of stuff.
What are you doing? Like I said.
Mini Crooked River, if that answers anything.
Oh, yes, I know what that is.
So like spectral floating hand comes out, no one sees me or anything. It's just a hand chucks something and then disappears.
That's crazy.
What's the bumblebee?
I don't know. I'm just
Click on the
messing
bee.
with there. Oh, you can put it.
All right. So as this pot blows up, you have these 4 guys right here.
Mm-hmm.
These 4 lizard folk start screaming, "Oh, the horror! The giant frogs! Oh no! What's going on with the giant frogs?" Okay.
So just as the battle was turned one way, you turned back the other.
Number 5 kind of moves off this way, and these 3 basically move into combat with each other, and they start trying to kill each other.
I'm gonna tell him.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna tell you. You hit them. They're doing crazy stuff and hitting each other now, and they're screaming, "Oh, bloody frog!"
Don't tell me these
I'm
things.
telling you this.
No. I don't want to know.
I'm telling you these things.
We gotta go downstairs. Let's move. Let's move.
Yeah, they're basically killing each other. So within a few
I don't-
seconds, within a few seconds, these 3 literally murder each other.
That's fine. I didn't see it.
They beat and stab each other to death.
Guys,
Last
they
I know,
all
they
won.
just I threw a poison out there. I don't know that they killed each other.
I'm telling you,
I've
they
got-
did. I'm
nope.
watching.
And
You
then
did not.
number 5.
Don't troll me.
I'm not trolling.
Number
I
5,
don't know
about
what happens,
15
like,
seconds
let's go.
later,
Silence.
succumbs and runs after 2 and starts attacking 2. And his friends have to end up killing this guy to get him.
Were any of those guys Snapjaw?
That would be unfortunate.
I really hope not.
Oh, that would be perfect.
So how many dice were up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's like our one friend.
Grey Warden was our friend.
Yeah, he's
Snapjaw
awesome.
was
there's-
more of a friend.
So there's 11 of them out there.
Just wipe the castle. We can
So-
loot it.
So if I roll a 19 or a 20, it was Snapjaw and
And then all the others are not. Okay.
well, it's just
That's
1
good.
out of 11, 1 out of 12 chance, you know. So if I roll a 19 or 20,
With disadvantage. Are you kidding, Dave? Out of all your rolls tonight?
Yep.
What was it?
It was 20.
Oh, you killed Snapjaw.
okay, you killed Snapjaw. The guy.
Nope. I don't know this. I left.
Oh, that's horrible.
So
I
Snapjaw
said
is,
we gotta go.
Snapjaw is dead.
Snapjaw.
Long may he
That's so
rest.
sad.
I loot his body.
I don't know what I'm looting.
Oh man, it's moist. All right.
That's so sad.
So okay, what's next?
We're
Do we leave it off there?
Because if not, we're going into another battle. You know it too.
Snapshot is dead.
Now might be a good time to
You gotta go.
tell them what I know.
Yeah, you might think you might have to tell him.
Telling us
So-
what you knew when you found out would have been a great job too.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
might
had
get
to,
jealous
I had
if
to think
that's-
about it first.
He had to think about it. He had to mull it over. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept.
Yeah. So the thing was like an arcane eye, right? And it went into the dragon's lair. It's not a magical dragon that can be in multiple places. It's just 2 dragons.
Of course, they're all sitting there looking at you like, okay, that was out of the way. We just saw Snapjaw die.
Okay, repeat
Wait,
that.
what color were
Wait,
the
repeat
dragons?
that.
There was a black dragon in its lair, and then a like twin black dragon landed next to it. So it's not one dragon that's magical and can appear in multiple places. It's 2 dragons, and they know what they're doing.
And you
They're
saw this through
confusing
the
you.
kaleidoscope?
Yeah, but we don't care.
Yeah.
We do care.
Why
Because
are
the
they
one
trying
black
to-
dragon is the other dragon for the lizard folk. When they talk about the power thirsty in this area.
Right?
So we do care about that.
Or Hamanthar,
Which,
the one that they worship. And they told you that he was magically powerful. Can
Yeah.
do places at once. He's really fast.
So
that
now
he's the
he's
one
not.
who
They lied to
exercises
me.
power.
I've got to punish them. They lied to me.
Okay, that's not
I'm
the
just
way I
angry
would
and I'm running out here at them now. They lied.
We don't care.
Why?
I don't
Yeah.
understand why we care.
They're black dragons.
I mean, they are black dragons. that
Obviously,
we
we're
kill.
being told this for a reason.
Right, but that's what I want to know. Why do we care?
That means Tiamat's
Yeah.
not all powerful. There's 2 of him.
Got it. Since it's the Queen of Dragons, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
There you go.
Why did you have to contemplate that so much?
I just wanted to think over.
So the goal. So in order to tell us we had to kill Snapjaw, that's
Yeah.
messed up, dude.
He wouldn't tell you until Snapjaw was dead. He
That
didn't want,
is his
he
rumor
didn't want
now.
Snapjaw to learn the truth. He didn't. He was protecting Snapjaw. He didn't
I don't
want
see.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what there would be.
I don't see the importance of it.
Yeah.
Like, because nothing has led us to go, hey, we need to go after black dragons. Oh gosh,
Maybe for what's next.
we're getting ready to teleport to Dragon's Lairs.
You've got a 3rd black dragon in your pouch.
Why was the real
No, I don't.
question? Is why
your
was
pouch.
why was Born Gray? Because if that was his, just above his thing, it's like, why is he?
It's
I
above his
wonder if
pay
he
grade.
was using the black, or if black dragons were
They teleport it,
collaborating.
teleport it to the lair, and then they move it from there. I don't know. Let's find out.
What's the magic
I
word?
think
Let's
Born
just say
Gray
it out.
lied. I think maybe he
Oh, I have it.
wanted to keep the lizard folk there as worshippers for the black dragon.
Brazier.
Yes, that one.
Brazier.
Brazier.
Drazier.
Brazier.
Vizier.
We changed it to Brazier.
Yes, it's Brazier for professionals.
Dave, way to roll with the punches tonight.
There's a lot of things I would like to say. Filling gaps, but I have to wait.
Till next time, and you tell Dialect what he saw.
He saw 2 dragons. Guys, that was a good one. Good job, Dave.
I don't know.
That was fun.
You
I
have
don't know what
fun?
the connection was.
Yeah.
Okay.
You you rolled with the punch as well, like all the shenanigans.
I think you all rolled the shenanigan pretty well. I mean, there were a few times I was rolling hot.
Oh, yeah.
A few things I'm like, on, but you know, such is life.
So what did I screw up? That you were, what did I do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you gotta tell me what I do wrong or I can't get better.
The only thing he didn't like.
The only thing that concerns me is when you do damage to us. Like his trunk slaps.
Yeah.
6 damage is a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
I have like
Okay.
3 heals left, and I'm like, oh gosh. So, you do you. I learned from my campaign, having players hit players is a terrible idea.
Oh, when I smashed with someone with my sword.
You hit me.
I think you
No,
were.
Me. You hit
That's,
me
I did that
with-
before
with
you
your
came
campaign.
along.
Campaign.
My last
When they got a
roll, I
1,
Yeah.
I would have them
Yeah.
hit each other, and then I realized I'm practically killing people by doing damage to each other.
Well, he had rolled like a D4. Like he rolled a D4 for my trunk slap.
Right, and I happened to get a 4, so
Right.
it should take 4 damage. And I thought it was just being no big deal.
Yeah, I
But
didn't
I
think it was a big
understand.
deal.
So it should be flavor, not points. I'm hearing what you're saying.
Yes, that's what I would prefer. If you feel you need to give us the damage, which I kind of feel like that's what it was. Like I need to loosen them up for their final battle, which is perfectly fine.
Sometimes you gotta tenderize the meat.
You know,
You don't
taking it
just,
to the streets.
you just gotta tenderize the meat sometimes.
Did we end stream?
We
I
have
don't know.
not in the stream, but we
I
should.
clicked on something and hit.
Oh, did you hit stop stream? Stop clicking. Did you hit end stream?
I don't think so,
There
Tim.
wasn't a thing for that.
Excuse me.
That's what I was looking
What the
for.
connection
That's why I
would be with those
clicked on.
black dragons that doesn't. I don't know.
Hopefully,